And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, on this rainy Saturday afternoon for some more BCFC junior football match as the Westshore Rebels come to town and face the hometown Valley Huskers. I will be your play-by-play announcer. My name is Cole Martin. I've got Lucas Christopher doing color. And what are we expecting to see from the Huskers tonight?
Hey, thanks, Cole. Good to be here. I just wanted to tell you all, it's been a tough year for the Huskers. There's only 2 games left. They're still searching for their first win. Will it happen today against Westshore? There were some positives to take from last game. They put up 27 points against Vancouver Island. That's their best offensive performance of the season. So we're seeing today if they can build on that and maybe get their first win of the season.
Of course, the Huskers need to get that first win, take that next step. Did you see the captains talking it over with the referees? The coin toss is underway as we get ready for an excellent day in not so excellent conditions. Of course, fall has just hit Vancouver, which is unfortunate.
And the rain just started right before the game. It wasn't raining until the coin flip. So
the field should stay relatively clean. And to go a little bit more onto that point, the offensive production finally starting to come around for the Huskers. We were talking it over with a couple of camera production people and making sure that they see, and they've definitely seen some improvements as well. But when you've had such a tough run of seasons, 5 seasons for the Huskers with losing records, it's really tough to break that culture. Hopefully Bob Rice, the head coach, can really instill something here, and apparently we've heard good signs.
Yeah, this is Bob's first year with the team, and obviously it's been a learning process for the whole team, all the players involved, but you just hope that if he can instill a winning culture with these guys, and it's going to take time, hopefully he can turn it around and maybe even start today. They're still looking for that first win, so hopefully he can get that first win today. You never know, though. You know, it's football.
It's football, of course. It's why we play the games. And we're going to flip it now from the Huskers, go to the other side. Visiting Westshore Rebels, got some of the better players in this league. They are 7-1 coming into this week. So they are definitely a force to be reckoned as the coin toss is finished. And getting ready to see how the rest of this first quarter will go. And, of course, the Huskers had a very good introduction. They're really pumped up to come and play today. They're going to try and come out and, you know, bring some sunshine to the fans.
When they came out, Cole, I have not seen a cheer like that in junior football in a long time. They were really fired up. There they are right there getting more fired up.
And that's good to see when it's a culture like that, when they've had so much struggles and so much difficulties throughout the season to really come back and get underway. And as we see the special teams come out for both lineups, we're going to be looking at a kick off indeed at 1 o'clock. The rain is now steadily coming down as we've talked it over, and the Huskers are going to be kicking off to start this game. So we will see the Rebels with first possession.
Just to add to your point there, Cole, if they keep showing that type of passion, they're eventually going to start finding things. They're going to start turning around. It's that passion that's going to lead to their success.
Absolutely. And so as we see, kickers are getting ready here. That's number 17, Ethan Hoffman, who's going to start this game off with the whistle blows. And here he goes in kickoff, and we are underway here on this Saturday night. Goes up, and that's dropped immediately there by number 11. That's Keir trying to run in. He's got to move. He finds an opening going up midfield. He's going to get down, and he will be taken down right by the center line by number 17, Ethan Hoffman. So the kicker had to create a tackle to start this game.
Not a great start for Valley there. That was a really nice return all the way up to midfield, just a little bit below midfield there. So that's a really good start for Westshore.
Really good start indeed. So, of course, we start this off 1st and 10. Quarterback comes on, and the rest of the offensive line for the Westshore Rebels. And we were looking at them in the warm-ups earlier, and Scott Borden definitely looks like he's got an arm on him, and he's lined up in shotgun to start this game.
Yeah, this quarterback can run it too. He could really run the ball.
Teams lined up. Here's the snap from the shotgun. It's going to be a run right off the back, and we have a flag on the field already, but a great job by the Huskers. They got a tackle right at the line of scrimmage.
That might have been on the offense there.
So we'll see what the flag is here, but a great stop by the Huskers early on in this game.
And I'm completely wrong. That's a flag on the defense.
So we've got, as they're talking it over right now, I saw the arm go to both sides. There's a penalty for both teams. Looks like we're just going to have a repeat of the down. There we go. So penalties decline. We're going to go to second down here off the stoppage. And so the Westshore Rebels got to try and do something up. Great stop for the Valley Huskers to start their defensive possession.
And you wanna make that rejection there. It's a good first down play on the defense.
4 receivers on the far side here for Borden. He's looking for someone, has to go out of the pocket, throws it up top. That's caught by number 4, and he's going to try and make it. He's going to get down. He will get the first. Great run there by Campbell to pick that ball up and make the catch, and we will go back.
Yeah, it wasn't a first down where he caught it, but that was just a really nice run after the catch there.
Yeah, so 1st and 10, it's on the 40. Exactly, and we talked a little bit earlier, you and I, about Trey Campbell. He's going to be one of these players to watch for the Rebels.
Trey Campbell's actually the top running back in this league. He leads the league in rushing yards and touchdowns, so he's someone to watch for sure.
Borden lined up right behind the offensive line in the possession. He's going to give it to the fullback, number 30, and he will get about 5 yards on the carry. Good run by him as he gets stopped.
Yeah, that's Brad Innes with the carry, all the way up, just about a first down.
Just about, so a little bit wide as the Rebels push down the field right now. Huskers are going to have to create a stop. It's 2nd and short.
He's about a yard short there.
Borden, here he goes. Another pass right to Innes. Innes is going to bust over that line. The Huskers are going to get him down, but he gets a couple extra yards on the fall.
How about this? We know they have a great running back, but that's 2 straight carries for the fullback, and it's working.
Well, and that creates the opening that you'll see for Campbell maybe later in this game. So the Huskers are going to have to find a way to stop Innes if they even want to try and contest the weapon later.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if one guy's running it, then you got to focus on him. Now the other guy's running it. And that'll also open up weapons on the pass game.
And here right from the shotgun, Borden, he's alone right in the backfield. He's going to go deep. He's going for the touchdown right now to number 1, but he won't be able to get it. He stops. The referees are not going to throw a foul, and Greenaway trying to draw a call, doesn't get it. And we're going to go to 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that's Greenaway there. We saw him make some really, really great catches in warm-ups. He was making one-handed grabs. The guy definitely knows what he's doing out there.
That was also great defensive coverage, though. Got to give a lot of credit there. Number 13, we're going to give it to Jordan Ferry. Defensive back covering Greenaway there, made the play.
Yeah, that was solid defense.
So 2nd and down on the 22. Borden again in the shotgun. He's got 4 receivers on the near side. No one in the backfield. He's looking for something deep right now. Throws the ball up. There's a man in open, and he's going to drop it. And that's number 14, Andre Murphy, who drops a wide open pass in the end zone.
A gimme, and he dropped it. That hurts. Hey, that's great for Valley, though. That could have ended in a touchdown for sure, and it looks like it's just going to be a field goal.
And we talked about the rain, how it just started before kickoff. I don't think that's dropped in warm-up, but doesn't look like it's going to stick. And so as we see the special teams unit for the Rebels come on, they're going to have to go for a field goal.
Give Mother Nature the assist on that one, Cole.
Got to give Mother Nature the assist. That's number 47 right now, Kyle Clark for the kick. 3rd and 10. Ball's on the 22, about a 30-yard kick, and he's going to try and get it. It's almost blocked, but that goes right through the uprights.
The snap was not very good. He got really lucky there.
And really lucky, but the Rebels will get their first 3 points on the first possession of this game, and now the Huskers are going to have to return the kick and go on the offense.
Hey, it's a lucky drive for the Huskers because that could have easily ended in a touchdown, but instead it's just 3-0.
Just 3-0. So definitely getting a little bit of a breather.
And I just wanted to point out that if they can only hold it to 3 points on every drive, that's going to be a lot. It's going to be a very positive thing for this team.
So they get the ball on the 35-yard line. Here comes number 9, Noah Falconer for the Huskers, the quarterback, as he's going to try and get ready. The Huskers have to go down the field. They're going to try and answer right now. Staying right behind the offensive line. He's trying to go, and he looks for a man. Nice little pass. He gets it off to number 44. He's going to go up the sidelines. Big run by him, and he gets crushed at the 50.
Big hit, but a great play. Another big play on the first play for offense on possession there.
Great catch there by Mason Palak as he got absolutely obliterated after the run, but that's another first down, and that's a 14-yard play as he gets up to the 49.
Yep, 14 yards. A really nice first offensive play.
So Falconer showing off his arm. He's going to line up right behind the line of scrimmage right here. 2 men in the backfield. He's got a couple of receivers each side. And the snap. Falconer, he's going to give it to his running back, and here he goes right up the middle. Oh, and he just gets caught and taken down. That's number 24, Keegan Vickland.
Yeah, it's a good solid tackle there. I mean, he barely got a piece of him, but he still took him down.
Looks like it stopped a solid running game, but that is a solid 6 yards.
Yeah,
on the carry.
it's a good gain, but he could have broken that. He could have been stopped much sooner if he didn't get forward there after first contact.
So 2nd and 3 right now, right past the center line. Falconer in the shotgun. He's got Vorster. Vorster leaves the backfield. Oh, and that's Falconer who takes it down.
Loose.
He's fumbled, and that will be taken up there by number 69, Jerome Druin. And
Druin with the big fumble recovery. It looks like there might be an injury on the play, though. That's number 7.
Chris Larson, who is on the field right now.
Yeah, and this doesn't look good.
Hopefully he's okay. But that play, Falconer gets caught. The blitz comes in.
He didn't see him at all. He got blindsided completely, and the ball just popped right out.
Yeah, it looked like he was just about to throw it, and there was no opening. And as Larson's down, the great field position here for the Rebels after getting the field goal.
This does not look good for Larson, unfortunately. But, yeah, this will be good possession for the Westshore Rebels.
So, of course, he's got teammates that are going to come and help him up.
Okay.
Larson is on. He's not putting any pressure on one of his legs, but he's going to be able to walk off the field.
Yep. It's fortunate that he's able to walk off. Might not see him again this game, though. We'll have to see.
I'll keep you updated, of course, as you watch this game on CF. And for the football game here today, bcfctv.com, powered by Remax. And we got the Rebels here. Borden lining up. Shotgun. There's nobody in the backfield. They're going to start with a passing play through the air. Right up, and he's going to make the catch. Great catch there by number 10. He's going to get taken down, gets a couple extra yards on the play, but Borden completes the pass to Lindo Brow.
Yeah, Lindo Brow wide open in the slot, made the good catch, and that's just easy play right over the middle.
Yeah, you want to see the Huskers close that off, but you've seen a lot of plays like this from the Rebels early. They're really going to that shotgun. They're trusting Borden's arm.
And they barely ran it at all with the top running back in the league.
Yeah, they haven't used Campbell just yet. It's still early in the first quarter, not even 5 minutes in. Borden has it early, quick play. He's going to go right to Greenaway. Greenaway shakes the tackle, goes through. He's got 3 men on him. Oh, and he gets hammered by number 26. That was Riley Simpson who laid down the body. But, again, Greenaway so big, so strong. He's going to get at least an extra 7 yards on that after the catch.
He's the star. He's the star receiver. We're going to see a lot from him. I'm expecting to see a touchdown.
Expecting a touchdown, bold prediction. Borden's going to set up, talking it over right now. He's got Innes and Campbell in the backfield. He's set up right behind his offensive line. Borden gives it to Campbell. Campbell's going to try and bust through. He can't. Stops at the line. Great defensive stop by the Huskers to go to 2nd down.
Yep, good tackles. That's a solid defensive line, led by number 92 there. That would be Travis Dietrich, I believe, making the tackle.
So we'll see what happens here. Borden's been pretty successful in the air, and again they're lining up in the shotgun. He's got Campbell with him, but as you see, Campbell's going to leave the backfield. They got a 5-receiver core. He's looking for Greenaway. Greenaway gets it. Greenaway catches it, and it's a touchdown.
Wow, Greenaway to the corner, and I mean, I don't want to say I told you so. There he is with the catch. I mean, this guy looks undefendable to me early in the game.
He might be, and that's a scary preposition for the Huskers. But Borden to Greenaway. Greenaway was alone in single coverage in the corner. He made his move and was able to make the play. Catches it, and it's 9-0 right now. 9 minutes to go.
Extra point will make it 10, and we're just 6 minutes into the game here.
So Huskers are going to have to find a way to get some stops.
They got to find a way to hold on to the ball. Another fumble like that or a turnover is going to really hurt right now. I think they need a solid drive here.
And, of course, the nice little kick off the fence through the uprights, and it's 10-0. Again, Lucas made quick note of it. It's 10-0 for the Rebels. We are 6 minutes into the first quarter. So the Huskers, and yeah, you saw that Noah Falconer showed off his arm on the first possession, gets the ball back, and on 2nd down, ends up getting stripped.
Yep. Yeah, he made the good first throw, and then the ball's just knocked out, but he didn't see the guy. He came from right behind him, knocked it out. That's a really tough play for the quarterback.
Really tough play. And you see Danny Harris and Joshua Robinson right now lining up in the backfield for the Huskers on the kick return. we will see the special teams unit for the Rebels come out. Basic procedures right now. What do you want to see more from the Huskers to try and claw their way back?
I think right now the best thing for the Huskers would be to have a solid offensive drive where they don't turn the football over. Even if you don't get the touchdown, just make a nice drive, get a lot of plays, kill some clock, and maybe finish with a field goal.
Clark's going to kick that ball up. It's caught there by number 3. He's going to try and make a break for over on the far sidelines, and he will go out of bounds and taken down. We see a flag on the play, and so we will get the final call on that. That was number 3, Joshua Robinson, who ended up catching that ball and making a quick little run.
Yeah, I'm not sure what this call is. Maybe for a late hit, but we'll have to see.
And it's going against the Rebels. We will hear the official call in just a minute.
Yeah, it looks like a 15-yard penalty, so I think it might be being personal foul, but.
So it is an unnecessary rough risk call. It's against Partap Verk, one of the linebackers, and that will be a 15-yard penalty. And so good field position from the Huskers off that drive, and here we go.
That's perfect for the Huskers to get a good ball possession here, right about midfield.
Falconer's going to start in the shotgun. He's going to go and look for something right now. Hasn't looked. He's going to throw a deep ball right up top of number 4, and that just goes over his head as Annis can't make the catch, and we will go to second down.
I think he had him open there. He just overthrew it a little bit too far. If he threw it maybe, right to him instead. But he overthrew him. If he instead threw it a little bit, like maybe 5 yards shallower, I don't think the defender could have got there.
Yeah, so a nice attempt here from Falconer, but now they're going to go to 2nd and 10. Ball right now, it's on the 53, almost at center, almost at the halfway point of this field right now. We're at Exhibition Field here in Chilliwack for this Valley Husker broadcast.
The rain's died down a little bit, Cole.
Maybe it was just for that one assist.
Yeah.
And so we see Falconer right now. He's going to be alone in the backfield. He's looking for something up top. Falconer going deep up the middle. 80's all alone. He's going to go. He's going to try and go with it right now. He's at the 10, at the 5, and touchdown for number 80. That is Marius Angel with the catch as Falconer spots him wide open. A Rebel defensive lapping coverage, and it's 10-6, burying the extra point.
Touchdown Huskers, and he was right behind the defense, completely wide open. No safeties in sight, and he's all the way in for the score.
All the way in for the score, and we haven't gotten 7 minutes in, and we've already had 3 scores in this game. It looks like it's going to be a shootout.
This is exactly what the Huskers needed to get back in this game. If they had to punt this ball away, give it back, and then give up another score, make it a 3-possession game right off the bat, that's going to be hard to come back from. So this is a huge touchdown drive for the Huskers.
And we're going to see a timeout here called by the Huskers because they forgot an extra player. Only had 10.
That's going to cost them a timeout.
Yeah, you never want to see that. You want to see them try and keep all their timeouts throughout the football match.
Or a hockey game.
Or really. A hockey game. You got to keep all your timeouts. I think for any sport, it's valuable asset. So Ethan Holman with the kick. Here's the snap. Good drop. He's got it right through, but I see a flag on the field. Far referee.
I don't think it's going to be anything too major here. Looks like it's on the defense, so I think the extra point's going to count.
They're just going to decline it, take the extra point, and move on.
Yeah, but that's a perfect drive.
So it will be on the kickoff after that, so that'll apply after the yardage, so we'll keep that in mind. But what a great job from Falconer after the overthrow. Stays composed throughout the pressure, finds his man wide open up the middle, and then
and it started on the flag on the return, the 15-yard penalty that sent it to midfield, and then the big passing play.
Big passing play indeed. So the quarterbacks are showing off their stuff right now, Borden and Falconer. Looking like a shootout early in this football game, so we're going to be treated to a show here. Of course, from Cole Martonga, Lucas Christopher doing the color on the broadcast today.
Thank you, Cole.
8:13.
It's one of those games where it could stay high scoring or it could slow down from here. You never know, but I don't expect to see too many crazy 50-yard touchdown passes today.
Too many, anyway. Ethan Holman's looking at the kickoff right now. There's the returns for the Rebels. Oh, and it's a little trick
Onside.
onside kick. Oh, and it's going to be corralled by the Huskers as it's a battle in the pile up right now. The Huskers think that they've got it.
Who's got the ball? Huskers football.
The Huskers get the football, and we're not even 7 minutes in, and they recover the onside kick.
What a brilliant call. No one saw the onside coming there. I mean, that was a perfect kick. Perfect kick.
And it's going to be right on the Rebels' 40-yard line. It must have caught him surprised, but that was Danny Harris.
We're talking about a winless team right now against the best team in the league, and they're making a really good case for being at the exact same level as Westshore right now.
That's what you want to see if you're trying to really boost your team and boost your morale. And so we see Falconer. He's going to line up in the shotgun again. 4 of his receivers are coming up late. They're going to add some pressure on the offensive line. Falconer's got it. He's got no one in the backfield. Throws that ball way up top, but that's going to go way over the head of the touchdown receiver from that earlier play at Zanghal.
Yeah, and we saw earlier in the game when they're warming up, they looked fired up. This is a Valley Huskers team that does not look like a winless football team right now, and they're playing like a team that wants to get a win tonight.
They're playing very hard right now, and of course, if they can keep the Rebels from having an offensive possession, they don't have to stop them. And so they're going to keep the ball right now. Of course, it's now 2nd and 10. Ball's on the Rebels' 40.
Let's not pretend it's going to be onside kick after onside kick here.
But I'd love to see it.
I would love to see them.
Love to see them try as we see Falconer again alone in the backfield. He's got pressure. Oh, he's going to get sacked as that's number 69 for Westshore Rebels. Jerome Duran, who recovered the fumble earlier. He's having a monster game so far as he went right through the O-line.
Yeah, I mean, there was 3 guys that got through the O-line there. So unfortunate, but at least they don't give up any points. They get to punt it away here instead of a fumble like they did earlier.
Yeah, Falconer unfortunately saw this coming. Put that ball into his chest, just took the loss. So it's 3rd and 20. You're going to see the kick here. It's going to be Holman on the punt. Unless we see another crazy trick play. I mean, they've already fooled me once.
This is not the time.
I didn't think it was the time earlier on the onside kick.
Very true, very true.
And so we'll see them right now going wide and home, and we got a bunch of flags on the field. They all see it, and that's kicked right offside over to the 30-yard line, but we'll see how the referees call this.
It looks like every single official just threw a flag there.
Well, someone bit, as they're all going to talk it over right now and collect their flags.
It was a strange shift by the 3 players on the Huskers there that all ran to the right. I don't know if that has anything to do with the flags here.
So we are just awaiting the official confirmation as to what happened. Yeah, that was an interesting punt, though, because it was, again, Danny Harris kicked it. It wasn't Holman who kicked that ball. They put it right to Harris, and Harris put it right over to the side corner.
It might have been a read. If there was a guy that broke open right away, maybe he's going to throw it. If not, he's going to try to coffin corner punt it. But that punt wasn't great. I think it went out at about the 20. So.
Yeah, I mean, on our sheet, we've got Danny Harris as a defensive back. So he's making plays right now. Of course, he was the one who kicked the onside kick. It was a very good onside kick. They recovered. And now he's punting it.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't a terrible punt if they were trying to make a play. I am confused by the play, though. I don't really know what they were trying to accomplish unless it was a read option.
So we're finally getting official confirmation here as the referees talk it over.
This can be an interesting one because the refs have been talking about it for a while. But it looks like
okay, so we had too many men on the field for the Huskers, and then the Rebels went offside.
So let's see another punt.
We're going to see another punt. We're going to see another trick play. We got something else up our sleeve. I mean, we didn't think we'd see it twice, and then we did.
This could be the game where we see a trick play on every punt.
Man, this is what you love to do. 3rd and 25. The ball is way back, right at center court. Calling it center court right now, just for fun. You know what? I don't know what's going on in this football game.
Right in the middle dot.
Right in the middle dot. You know, right at center ice at a football match.
6 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first quarter here.
And it's going to go all the way to Homan, and they're actually just going to kick it normally. Homan will get it down the field. It goes to Greenaway. Greenaway grabs it. He's going to try and make a run with it here. Here's Greenaway. Check it. Gets around one check. Gets around two. He's going to, but now the whole special teams unit just piles onto him and takes him down, and he will be taken down at the 25.
That's great defense. I mean, that's the guy they didn't want to kick it to the first time, and now I'm starting to see why maybe they didn't punt it to him the first time, but that's great defense to cover him up.
And I love Riley Simpson getting pumped after the stop, just really getting into it. This Huskers team having a ton of fun right now in this game. Score 10-7. Of course, Lucas just made mention of it. It's 6:10 now remaining on the clock after that play. And so as the Rebels come back on, what does the Huskers defense really need to work on?
Well, like you said, this passion that the Huskers are showing, it's got to permeate through the whole team. If their defense can passionately defend and maybe get a turnover here, that would be huge.
Borden's going to go to Campbell right off the screenplay right here, and he's going to, but it's not going to work as he's taken way down. The whole defense piling onto Campbell. This will be a loss of yardage here as he wasn't able to get by.
He's the lead running back in the league, and they've completely shut him down so far. He hasn't made one big play.
So pardon, it was a 3-yard gain. The ball's going to come to the 28 as he was able to get up a little bit before being swarmed. Huskers here, they have a chance to maybe get a stop and get some good field position again.
If you can stop the lead running back in the league to just 3 yards of play, I think you're going to be super happy with that. So I think that's good defense by the Huskers.
Borden's only got one receiver on the far side, 3 on the near. He's going to go over to Campbell again, and Campbell drops that ball, and that's a stop for the Huskers that they were needing to look for, and they're going to get some great field position here as Simpson and number 13, Jordan Ferry, bumping bodies after the stop.
Yeah, they're going to get a 3-and-out here, and that was great defense. They tried to give it to the running back. That's Trey Campbell. They tried to get it to Campbell, and he couldn't get a big play.
And both of those passes were off of screen plays, but I didn't see any offensive coverage for him. I didn't see any blocking.
No, that last play, even if he caught it, he's not going to get the first down there.
Yeah, he had Ferry right on top of him, and so we're going to see the kick here. We got Clark waiting for it. He's got that trick play. He's going to have to kick it to the side. Running off of it. That ball comes way early, and it's lots of whistles as that's going to be a dead ball. But
I mean, was that a punt attempt? I don't know what I just watched.
Junior football.
Yeah.
Junior football as the Huskers are going to get the ball here.
Huskers are getting excellent field position here.
They're going to be on the Rebels 38.
I mean, they're almost in field goal range.
Yeah, they get one first down. Now you're in field goal range. Now you got a chance to tie the ball game up.
Yeah, it is 10-7 with 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
So Falconer's going to line up right behind his own man. He's got 2 men in the backfield with him. Of course, one of those being his running back, Vickland. And Falconer's going to give it to Vickland. Vickland's going to try and get up the middle. He finds an opening, finds a hole. He's going to go over for the slant right now. He's going to get taken down. And that is a good run from Vickland as he gets over the 30-yard line in the Rebels' end.
Yeah, good solid run there. That's what Campbell has not been able to do. And on the other side, we're running the ball better. Valley's running the ball much better.
Keegan Vickland, that was great offensive line blocking by the Huskers right there. Excellent job by them. Vickland did end up getting that first down. They're going to put it on the 28. So 10-yard run from Vickland. And the Falconers are going to try and create something as the clock's starting to run down here.
And Vickland is the team's leading rusher with 2 rushing touchdowns this year.
So again, same formation as the last play. You're going to see Falconer right behind the offensive line. 2 men out there. We're looking at, of course, at number 80, Marius Angel, who's got a touchdown reception. He's going to give it back to Vickland. Vickland's going to try and find something. He's going to get stopped right at the offensive line.
Yeah, completely swallowed up there.
Number 33, who ends up picking the ball up in celebration, that is Osarenko.
He's got the ball, but I don't think that's going to be an official turnover there.
No.
I think Huskers are going to keep it.
So we got 2nd and 12 on the score right there, so a loss of yardage from Vickland.
I like how the defender at least pretends he got the ball, right? You got to make some doubt in the referee's mind.
Hey, fake it till you make it.
Exactly.
Fake it till you make it.
Didn't fool the refs, though.
Didn't. So we're going to see Falconer here. He's got to have another man in the backfield. He's got Vickland there getting in the shotgun position. Vickland's going to go over far side here, so it's going to be all Falconer. And as you see, looks like a blitz coming in. Falconer has the ball. Here's the snap. It's a blitz coming in. He's going to have to try and get around, and he can't, and he is sacked very hard by number 15, Rashawn Provo.
That's a good call, Cole. He went right for the sack. There's 6 guys coming right at him, and one guy went completely unblocked. No chance for a quarterback there.
So I see Ethan Holman going onto the field. Are they in field goal range with the ball on the looking like it's back over by the 35, 40?
This has to be max range. This is not going to be an easy chip shot.
And so
Oh,
we're
it looks
not
like a
going to
punt.
see it. They're going to have to punt the ball after the sack. And if I'm Falconer, do you just try and hit a receiver there?
Do you just try to throw it away maybe?
Yeah,
he had no time to find a receiver.
Yeah.
He had maybe 1 second.
And another weird trick play from Danny Harris.
Yeah, I don't know what we're watching. In the punt game today.
We are literally watching trick play after trick play. We didn't think it was possible, but we are. So,
I mean, if you're going to punt it for 5 yards, you might as well just run one more play, try to get the first down, right?
at that point, yeah, I think you're right on that, as the ball's going to be on the 33-yard line for the Rebels in their own end. And their offensive line, of course, their last possession, they went 3 and out. 2 plays to Campbell didn't work. They had to punt the ball away.
Yeah, I mean, if they give it back to Campbell again, I'm expecting to see the defense try to swarm him. But if all you're trying to do is shut down Campbell, and you can do it, I mean, he's the leading rusher in the league, so that's a positive thing.
They got a bunch of people in the backfield. They're going to give it to Campbell here. He's going to try and find a man. Takes one down, but he's going to get swarmed again. He maybe gets, looks like he gets about 4 yards on the carry, but he can't do much with it, and they stopped him yet again.
I mean, 4 yards per carry isn't bad, but it's not enough in Canadian football.
Yeah, you need to expect a little bit more with that much pressure. And, of course, I'm looking at Greenaway. He's already got a touchdown reception in this game. He's looked almost unstoppable every time he's touched the ball. 2nd and 7 to go. Ball's on the 36. Borden's going to line up again in the shotgun.
And they've got 2 defenders on Greenaway here.
Yeah, they've got number 13. That's Jordan Ferry and Danny Harris, who is the magician of all the trick plays. And here goes Borden. He's looking for Greenaway right into the corner. He makes the catch. He's going to go out of bounds with it.
Yep. Yeah, he's the key guy.
And an outside route takes him away from number 13, and he gets into the right offside, and that's what they needed to do. That was all they were looking for.
It was a perfect route. Completely undefendable. They shouldn't have sent the second guy out because they had 2 guys on him. And then number 2.
They put Danny Harris near the line.
Yep.
Here comes Borden. He's going to give it off to Ennis, so they're giving it to the fullback. No, they give it back to Campbell. Campbell's going to try and find an outside route. He's got a little bit of room right here, and that's going to be a good tackle. But he gets taken down right there.
There
helmet
goes the helmet.
Pops off at number 44, Mason Palick.
Yep. Hey, that's a great trick play though. Even we didn't know they were tricking us all there, and handing it off to Trey Campbell for his first big run of the game.
First big run of the game is a 10-yard run, 1st and 10, and we're coming up to 53-yard line in the Huskers' end, as the Rebels are on another offensive possession, and they're getting the ball down the field again. Borden gives it to Ennis. Oh, no, that's Campbell. Campbell's got a lane, and Campbell's going to try and get down. He will, and there's a flag on the field.
And we're finally starting to see what Campbell's capable of. That's a couple big runs in a row for about 30 yards over the last 2 carries.
Yeah, and we're seeing a flag. So there's 9 seconds left in the corner. We may see one more play.
Yep.
With the look of this, depending if the refs do end up stopping the clock.
We'll have to see what the flag is. It might be on the defense there for the tackle on Campbell. Horse collar.
It will. Looks like we will have that. So the referee's talking it over.
Face mask.
15-yard penalty, and so the Rebels are right down low. They're at the 11-yard line. So it's 1st and 10, but pretty much 1st and goal in the sense of the word.
They were doing such a good job of shutting down Campbell, and now he's just run off 2 huge plays for pretty much the entire length of the field.
But when you're the leading rusher in the league and you're one of the better players in the league, you have that ability at all points. And Borden's going to give the ball right back to him. Campbell's looking for a lane. He's going to get stuffed. He cuts the stiff arm up, and he's going to get taken down there by number 10. That is Alex Zamora, but we have a flag.
Campbell tried to stiff arm him. Zamora just said no.
Just nah.
I'm not going to be stiff-armed today.
Not today, and that takes the clock to 0.
There was a flag on the play, though.
Yeah. So we await the referee's decision. Of course, time is end. The score is 10-7 for the Rebels. It's got to be a win for the Huskers after the first quarter.
I would say it's a huge win. I mean, they played really well. They got the big touchdown pass, and since the 10th point was scored, they've completely shut down the offense. Of course, Trey Campbell's starting to find his game, so that's a bit worrisome. I am interested to see what this flag is, though. If this is a against the defense, it's going to be a huge shot because that'll be an automatic first down probably.
Will be an automatic first down. You're right about that as the referees talk it over. They're changing over to the other side of the field right now as we're going to go to the second quarter here. 10-7 is the score. The Westshore Rebels had to settle for a field goal on their first possession. Clark nailed that, and then a touchdown pass from number 5, Mr. Scott Borden. He got it to Dusan Greenaway, and that was the first touchdown. The Huskers answered right back with about a 50-yard touchdown pass from Falconer to number 80. That was Marius Angel, and that is where we sit at the end of this quarter. And, of course, Lucas just talked about the fact that the Huskers have really had the effort. Something that I personally want to see a better job of for the Huskers is they need a better offensive line. They can't let Falconer have pressure on him all game or he's not going to be able to make anything happen.
That's a really good point. I think the big turnover, the sack fumble, really cost them early on, and then another costly sack brought them out of field goal range. So if they can't stop the rush, it's going to hurt.
And, of course, Jeremy Drouin for the defense for Westshore has definitely been my key player of the match so far, with the fumble recovery and the sack that stopped him and took him out of field goal range.
I'm going to go with Dusan Greenway. I think he's been an absolute beast on the offensive side for Westshore.
And then we flip it over here. We'll pick a couple Husker players that we've really liked. I have personally really liked Riley Simpson, the way that he has played his game and gotten hyped after every stop. And then you got to look at number 2, Danny Harris, with all the trick plays.
Yeah, and I think you also got to look at the defensive line like Travis Dietrich and Daniel Kabongo, who have been shutting down the run until the last couple plays.
So the ball came all the way back to the 30-yard line here, so there must have been a massive penalty on it, but we're going to 2nd and 10 on the score.
So it's 2nd and 10 on the 30.
They started on the 11. So
the flag was definitely on the offense there.
And here he goes. We got Borden. Borden's looking for something. He's got Greenaway in the far corner. He's going to go for him right up top. Ball in the end zone, and that is
nice defense.
Great defensive play by Jordan Ferry to stop the touchdown pass. As you saw it right away, Greenaway went right into that end zone. Borden was looking for him the whole time, and we're going to go. Of course, it was actually the massive penalty. Went to 3rd and 29.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a short defender against a very, very tall offensive player who's looked like the star, and he made a great defensive play there. I think that's number
Jordan
13.
Ferry.
Jordan Ferry
who
made
is
a great
tasked
play.
with stopping him all game.
I mean, that's a easy touchdown if he's not there, and he made a great turnoff.
Great turnoff.
A great well, turnoff's not a word.
Yeah,
but he made a great
stop. It was a great stop.
Great stop.
Knockdown possession. So we're going to see a field goal attempt here from Kyle Clark. He made his first one, and he's going to kick this one up, and it will be good. And so it goes up to 13-7. It's still a one-possession game here at Exhibition Field. Of course, you are watching BCFC football on bcfctv.com. It is powered by Remax. And so they get the score, but it could have been a lot worse. Another situation where the Huskers mitigate the damage.
It happened early on. It's happened again. The defense is taking a stout stand here, and if they can keep it close, we've seen that they can definitely make big plays to get touchdowns.
So we talked about this offensive line. I want to see a little bit more from Noah Falconer as well, just because, you know, if you're the starting quarterback, you got to try and find your man. There's a couple of deep lobs that I want to see maybe a little bit more precise from him right now.
I mean, if Falconer's going to have this much pressure on him all game, he's going to have to adapt his game. He's going to have to start making shorter throws and start reading the pressure better.
There's nobody in the backfield here for the Rebels. They're going to try on the blitz again, and that's exactly what we talked about. He went for the short throw, and that was the target there was Robert R.J. Begg, but right as we say that, there was nobody in the Rebels' backfield. They sent the full-on blitz again because they're trying to target that offensive line, makes the play, but he gets the ball off and they avoid the sack.
What I saw there is they actually had 7 men blocking. There were not that many receivers even available. They're really scared of this defense right now.
And that defense, and of course you see there's only one man right there. That's Cliff Delsey in the backfield. They have 10 men sitting right up top as they await to see what happens here. Falconer has a man. He doesn't have anybody in the backfield. They're going to look for a play. It's another blitz. Here comes Falconer. He throws that ball up. He gets caught there by number 21, but he gets taken down by Lowe's, so the catch was made by Lawler, but I don't think it's enough for the first down.
I think he's a few yards short there, which is unfortunate.
And now Lawler is down on the field right now, right at the 40.
Yeah, Lawler, who took the hit there, he came up short of the first, and now he's down on the field.
As he got crushed, almost like rolled over by Robbie Lowe's.
Yeah, I didn't think it looked that bad of a hit when it happened, but it's hard to know, man. Like knees can just twist.
Or shoulders can dislocate if you get rolled over like that. It's something.
I mean,
hopefully he's okay.
We have no idea what the injury is.
We hope that he is okay, and we will wait to see. Of course, everyone's taking a knee right now while the trainers check him out, and I think we're starting to see a game plan here from the Rebels on defense, and they're just going to blitz that offensive line.
I mean, it's been working all game. It worked again here. The short throw was completed there, but if they can shut down the first down, if make sure that once the reception's made, they can't get the first down, then the blitz is going to keep working.
And so we're going to have to see how can the Huskers adapt to that blitz.
Yeah, they're going to have to try something new, Cole, because it's not working right now. That's a couple straight possessions where they've been completely shut down.
And as we see, Lawler is up with his own power walking back with the trainer. So excellent for him as he looks like he is okay. Another opportunity here, something that we'll see later in this game. What about a screen pass to Vorstap?
Well, I don't think it's going to happen here. I think they're going to punt it.
Well, yeah, they're going to punt this one. I'm just talking later on. If the Huskers have to make an adapt, Vorstap or Vikland has looked very good in this game.
I agree. Vikland especially, I saw him make some nice runs earlier, so maybe the screenplay could come in effect. I'm just wondering if we're going to see another crazy punt here.
Another crazy punt. I hope not.
I kind of hope we just see a regular punt, right? That would be better.
Would a regular punt be a trick play at this point?
Almost. I don't think anyone's expecting.
Look at this. They've got Danny Harris with the ball right now. He's going to try and throw it. He's going to throw it up the field. He overshoots number 24, and it was another trick play on third down.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to see a single punt today.
We have seen one. We have seen one punt by Homan.
Yeah, and I mean, he had the man, but there's 3 defenders on him, so that wasn't a super easy play to make.
And they tried throwing it to Vikland.
Yeah,
that was Vikland who was the intended target. I don't know. I don't know if they have trust in their defense. I think the defense has done a great job for the Huskers in mitigating the damage. So I would have punted that ball and forced the.
I would totally agree there. I totally agree.
Force the Rebels to make some moves instead of giving them free yardage. Because right now, here's Borden. Borden's got a guy. He's going to go far side here. The number 14. He's got the ball. He makes the catch and gets crushed by the Huskers.
Big hit.
That's Murphy with the catch.
It looks to me like maybe they're not trying to punt to Deuce and Greenway. Greenway's the guy back there. If you're punting it, he's going to be returning it. So maybe they're just really, really scared of the return.
Maybe. And, of course, we got 2nd and 2 right here. Borden's going to give it off to Campbell. Campbell's going to find a hole. He gets through the line, but he's going to get taken down. But that is a first. Excellent run there by Campbell. Gets about 8 yards. And here come the Rebels after basically being gift wrapped, perfect field position.
I mean, that's what Trey Campbell does. He's the leading rusher. And now he's starting to find his game, and that's not good news for Valley.
Well, Valley right now as the clock starts to wind down. We're almost 3 minutes into this second quarter, and Borden's lining up in the shotgun right now. He's only got Innes with him in the backfield. Borden's going to look for a pass. He's going to try and go up top. He's going to go over the end zone right now, and that will be caught, and it's another touchdown for the Rebels. That's number 10, Austin Lindo Brow with the touchdown pass, and it's Borden's 2nd of the game.
Perfect throw. I mean, that's a perfect spiral. Found the man wide open. And he wasn't undefended. I mean, that's just a great throw.
Excellent job. At that throw, Borden, and he waited. He waited just a little bit longer. He got the defender to bite. Brow opens up right at the far corner, and that's another touchdown pass. And so we will see the extra point attempt here. With everything going right now, as you see the Rebels really starting to put the pressure on, that's Clark who's going to go for the extra point, but it really does look like it's going to be a 20-7 game. Still 2 possessions, but it's getting tough.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate for Valley because they had really fought hard to make it a close game, and it's starting to pull away for Westshore.
Starting
to pull
still
away.
Early.
It's just 12-18 left in the second quarter still. 20-7 is the score.
I mean, we saw we see these trick plays, and we keep seeing these trick plays from the Valley Huskers, but I don't think they need them. I feel like they aren't trusting themselves enough to stop the Rebels, and that's why they're trying all these plays. But you can't give yardage like that to the best team in the league and expect it to go well.
I don't understand these trick punt plays. I agree with you there. I think pretty much every single time they've tried a trick punt play so far, it has not worked out. And the last one really cost them.
And so we'll see Clark here with the kick. He'll be kicking, of course, opposite. Harris and Robinson are going to wait for it on either side, and we're going to have to see what happens on the special team. Last time we saw a kick return from the Huskers, it led to a touchdown. And this is going to go right over. That's number 2. That's Danny Harris who gets it. He's going to start making it up the field. Tries to find a lane on the near side. Here he comes on the slant. Harris makes a move. He's going to get taken down there by number 11.
Wow. It looked like a pretty rough tackle.
Keir takes him down. And that will be at the 31-yard line. So 1st and 10, and now the Huskers really have to try and rebound here, and they're going to have to find a way to beat the Rebels blitz.
It's a decent little return there. Nothing special, nothing flashy, but he picks up 10, 15 yards, gets it to the 31. And this game is powered by BCFCTV.com, powered by Remax. Thank you, Remax.
Thank you, Remax, of course, watching all at home. Thank you very much. Again, Cole Martin on the play-by-play. Lucas Christopher's rocking the color commentary as we see Falconer right now behind the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 on the 31. He's going to hold this ball. He's going to try for the throw play. He makes it pass. That's number 44 with it, with the reception. He gets taken out of bounds, stays up top. So Mason Palak makes the catch. He can get some very quality yardage. It looks like it will be a 1st down.
1st down Huskers. Mason Palak just rumbles.
Rumbling through the defense there.
Just rumbling, right?
Just rumbling. But that was what we needed to see. They go back, they fake the run there to Vicklin, and they go over and they try and beat the blitz.
That's exactly what we were talking about, the screenplay to the guy on the backfield, and he picks up the 1st.
And so right now we see 6 men right at midfield here for the Rebels. They're not going, looks like a full blitz, but we got to see. There's 2 men in the backfield here. They're going to send a bunch of people here, and they're going to give that ball off to Vicklin. Vicklin's going to get a couple of yards on the play.
I'm still impressed by Vicklin today. That's another good run.
Another good run from Vicklin. Of course, we're going to go down to 2nd down here. 2nd and 5. Another 5-yard rush.
I mean, 5 yards per rush. If you do that every single time, you get 1st downs.
You get 1st downs indeed. And they sent the blitz again.
Yeah.
Rebels sent the blitz again. So there's your notice.
It's clearly been working. I don't see any reason why they would stop right now.
1 man in the backfield. We got 2 men in the backfield here with Falconers. He's going to line up again. The offensive line's going to have to step up. Then they're going to give it right back to Vicklin, but Vicklin's going to get taken down.
Did he get the 1st? It's close.
Ball was on the 49. I don't think he made it to the 54. So it will not. No, he didn't. It will be 3rd and 2.
Ooh, he's just short.
Just short. And now what do you see?
I mean, they haven't punted it all game. Why would you start now? I say you go for it, right?
Got to go for it, and I think that's what – I think they agree with you. They're not even going to try and make the trick play.
They're
going to leave it.
Faking it.
3rd and 1 is the call right now. Falconer's going to have to try and push his way through. And with the snap, there they go. They're going to give it to Vicklin. Vicklin's going to get through. I think he got it.
He got it, yep. It's a gutsy call, but at least they didn't fake it this time. They just went for it.
They didn't even fake it. It was like, you know what? We're 3rd and 1. Stop us. And they got it. Vicklin with the 1-yard rush. It's a 1st down at the 54.
I mean, at this point, faking a punt is pretty much not a trick play. So you might as well just run it.
I think an actual punt would be a trick play. I bet you they could get the ball back. They could get the ball back. But Falconer and the Huskers are going to get the ball. They're going to have it on the 54. It's 1st and 10, of course. 9:30 remaining on the clock. Scores 20-7 for the Rebels. So we hope to see something come up right now. Falconer is alone in the backfield. There is nobody in the backfield here for the Rebels. They're looking like it's going to be another full blitz. Vicklin comes to help out. Here he comes. There it is. He dropped the snap and gets absolutely crushed by number 91, Caden Smith.
That's what we've been seeing all game. The blitz is working, and that was a big, big hit.
Falconer a little shaken up. That snap needs to be better. They needed to get the ball right into Falconer's arms. I think there would have been men open. I could definitely see he was looking.
He had no time, though. He had no time at all. As soon as he got the ball, he looked up, he got hit.
Oh, man. And So, of course, that ball comes back to the 48. It's 2nd and 16. So the offensive line not helping Falconer out enough. But he's going to get the ball right now. Try and make something happen, trying to shake it off. And, of course, it's the same thing. There's nobody in that backfield for the Rebels, and I'm going to keep stating it because they're going to keep going with the blitz. And here they go. Here, but he's got it in lane. He's going to try and get it to Angel. Angel gets it, but a great defensive play there by number 3, Brandon Gondry.
Yeah, I mean, that's really good defense because number 80 had a step on him, and he just reached up and batted it away.
If he doesn't bat that ball away, we see another
50-yard
plus touchdown. Exactly. Yeah, that's a great play. Now, we see the kicker come back out, Ethan Homan. We haven't seen a normal punt in almost a quarter.
Just punt the ball. Just punt it.
See Greenaway in the backfield right now. Also see number 3, Brandon Gandry, after making the stop.
So there's 8 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
And here's the snap. It goes to Homan. Homan's going to actually kick that ball, but it's a bad punt, and it's going to be brought back. And they're going to let the ball pick up here. It's picked up.
Oh.
It was touched. What happened?
No, it looks like Westshore did hold on to the ball there.
So the punt, I think it may have went a yard.
Yeah.
I'm understating that. But what's happening now, the rain is coming back down, and the wind is blowing right into them.
Special teams is really, really, really hurting Valley today.
Of course, as the rain comes back down, we were expecting a storm in the lower mainland. Hopefully that, stays away until after the game.
I mean, hopefully the wind goes the other way, right? I mean, that did not help the punt there.
Absolutely not. I think when they kicked it, the punt came back 5 yards.
Yeah, it actually looked like it lost momentum in the air.
Yeah, so Borden's got the ball right now. He's going to hold it. Oh, he's got a man right on top of him. He throws that ball. Great catch, though, and number 13's got it. He'll be taken down there by Robinson, but the catch was made by Sheriff, and that's going to be a first down.
Yeah, Goulet Sheriff with the catch there. He made a nice little route run, and this quarterback's finding the open man.
Yeah,
when there's an open man, he's been finding them all game.
And Borden had Simpson all over him and was still able to make that throw. Excellent job by.
We've seen Borden run the ball in practices, but he's showing elusiveness, and he's certainly finding the open man.
Of course, he's got 2 men in the backfield. He's going to give that ball to Ennis. Ennis breaks 1 tackle. He's going to try and go through the line. He gets some help from his offensive line. I think they got like an extra 6 yards on that. Great job by the fullback to just push his way through.
Looked like a refrigerator running the ball there. He's just not going to go down.
Absolutely, as we get past the 7-minute mark, slowly going down on the clock right now. Another 1st and 10, though.
Was that all the way for a first down? No, I think it's just short.
There it is. So that was a 9-yard run from Ennis, 2nd and 1. And we see a timeout called.
Still 20-7 for Westshore here with 6:45 to go in the second quarter.
And the timeout was called, so the clock stops. Getting some water in everyone right now, getting them fresh.
So what do you think the defense has to do here? Do you think they have to shut down number 1, Greenaway? Because I think that's who they got to be going to here.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the number 1 weapon. Of course, he has number 1 on his jersey, but Greenaway, he looks to be a star.
I never thought about that. They put number 1 on his jersey for a reason.
For a reason. It was just designed.
Yeah.
But he's definitely a weapon that I think you have to look at, but there's too many right now for the Rebels. What are you going to do? Are you going to put all your resources on Greenaway and let Borden give it to Campbell?
Campbell's
and now
found his game.
Campbell's got his game now, so what, are you going to let Campbell just run into the end zone? I mean, it's a tough – the Huskers have a tough match, and this is why the Rebels are probably 7-1.
That's definitely been the key for Westshore since they've kind of taken over this game. Is Campbell's found his running game, and he's their main weapon.
And here we go. Whistles blow. Borden in the shotgun. Here he goes. He's looking over on the near side. Greenway wide open, but he doesn't get it to him. He's going to get sacked, and that's number 92, Mr. Travis Dietrich, who sacks Borden.
Dietrich with a huge sack there, and he is getting fired up.
And that's another stop, but a punt would make it a field goal would make it a 3-possession game.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great rush by Dietrich. It looked like the quarterback had time, and he just couldn't find him in.
And now Borden and them are talking. They are going to take the offensive unit off the field. They're going to go for the kick here. So you're going to see Kyle Clark come onto the field, and they're going to try and make a field goal.
That's the right play. It makes it a 3-possession game. it's definitely a makeable range, especially with the wind going your way.
Just about to say that, the wind going to his back. I mean, you could probably make a 50-yard field goal at this point with the wind.
The wind is substantial. It's definitely substantial.
It is not a slight breeze here. The wind is going. They're going to try and give it to Kyle Clark. The Huskers going to have to try and go for the stop. Here it comes. Snap comes up. Clark with the kick. And that will go wide.
Oh,
he missed it. And here we go. Can Harris get out of his own end? No, he does. Oh, he's going to have to put the ball down. And so
he'll take the single point, but I think you'll take that every single time if you're Valley here. Only giving up the single point, it remains a 2-score game.
So Kyle Clark misses the field goal. And
yeah, I mean, that's a costly miss, right? It would have made it a 3-possession game.
So it is 21-7 so far, and it, like Lucas just stated, a 2-possession game still. 2 touchdowns, you're back. Huskers have already got 1. They've shown they can do it.
But those possessions don't matter if you don't get the score.
They need to get the score. You're very right on that.
You need to score on those possessions.
And they haven't really been able to get into the Rebel zone at all.
No, they've been shut down by the blitz, and we've seen them try some screen plays and pretty much have abandoned the run completely.
Yeah, I think that's something they need to go back to. They need to get Vickland the ball.
Well, it's hard if they keep blitzing.
So Falconer, here he comes. They're going to try and cover the line, trying to try and cover the blitz again. Falconer goes up top, but there's nobody there.
There was contact on the receiver, but there's no flag on the play.
So Falconer thought he had someone going deep. A little bit of miscommunication. Nobody was there, and we're going to have to see a second down.
Yeah, it looked like he had a route in mind and then ran into the defender. Incidental contact, I guess.
That's what the referees decided, of course. And so 2nd and 10 on the 35. We're 5 minutes left in this quarter. Score 21-7 for the Rebels. And they're going to have to see what kind of play is made. I think that the Rebels have blitzed every opportunity they've tried.
Yeah, they have blitzed on every defensive play.
And that right now, I think, is one of the first times that we're not going to see a blitz. They've got men in the backfield right now. And here they go. It's a 4-man rush. Falconer's going to put that ball up to Anhal, but he overshoots it. Falconer misses his man, and again, 3-and-out possession for the Huskers.
I mean, they just rushed 4 men. I mean, that's still kind of a blitz. But this game, they've been sending 6, 7 guys every single defensive play, and it's been working.
They've got in the head of Falconer.
Yeah.
Falconer is now rushing his throws.
An early strip sack is going to do that, right?
Well, it's funny. We saw the early strip sack, and then we saw the touchdown pass.
Mm-hmm.
He kept his composure for the touchdown pass. Now it seems like he is getting rid of the ball way too quickly. He's not looking downfield.
They've definitely got to try something new on offense. Whatever they're doing right now, it is not working.
And that's a good punt there by Holman into the wind. I mean, he's doing everything he can to try and do something with it. Greenaway pretends to run down the field.
It's for sure one of the better punts of the game.
I think
one of the only punts of the game.
One of the only punts of the game. How about you rephrase that? That was like the 3rd punt.
And one of them, I don't know if it got any yards, maybe -1 yard.
So we'll say it's the best punt in the game.
For sure, the best punt of the game.
So 4:15 is on the clock right now. It's 1st and 10. It'll be on the 46 in the Husker zone as the Rebels try and break this one wide open.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how the Huskers defense responds as they've been playing well. They held them to the punt there, and then the offense just isn't getting it done. Can the defense continue to get it done?
Borden's alone in the backfield, plays it up top here, number 14. He's going to have to find some room. He tries to fight on the sidelines, and he's going to go out of bounds right by the 28-yard line. Good catch there by Murphy, who caught the last touchdown pass.
And another 1st down.
So
1 play, 1 first down.
There's so many weapons right now that you can't. The Huskers have not been able to contain the attack.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard when they've got so many good receivers and a really good running back and a good quarterback.
Well, they got a really good quarterback in Borden. I mean, it's when he's playing well, it's hard to know. That is a false.
Yeah.
We're going to see something here.
The defense thinks it's on the offense thinks it's on the defense.
We'll see what the referees call it, but that was number 90, Daniel Kabongo, who jumped the gun.
Yeah, it looked like everyone on the defense was calling for a false start there. So I'd be surprised to see this go on the defense, but we'll have to see.
It is a false start. You're right. So Kabongo, was it a purposely bite the fake?
Yeah, I mean, it
to
worked.
Show it?
Whatever
it
he's
worked.
doing, it worked.
It worked, so that's going to be 1st and 15.
I think that pushes them a little bit out of field goal range as well.
Well, they do have the wind on their back. However, Clark
True.
did miss a shorter field goal. So you might be right on that. for the purpose of the broadcast. Lucas is right on that, pushes it out of field goal range. We're going to see Borden on the draw right now, right behind the O-line.
I'm not saying I'm always right. I'm just saying
this time,
maybe they're out of field goal range.
This time, got to agree with you. Borden's got 2 men in the backfield. He's going to give the ball to Campbell. Campbell busts right up the middle. Great little spin move, and he is trying to find a Wayne. Then they stop him. No, they cannot. Campbell, what a run. That's a 34-yard touchdown run, and it is now 27-7. And we talked about how effective Trey Campbell could be, how he was looking better in the second corner, and that illustrates it right there with a touchdown run.
I mean, he broke 3-4 tackles and then had a guy on him for 10 yards, and he couldn't be stopped.
Couldn't be stopped, and that was it. That spin move, he got around 3 guys.
Oh, that
right
first spin
right at
move
the D-line.
Was dirty.
Dirty. And so 27-7, of course, we're expecting Kyle Clark to make his extra point attempt as they go for the make it. And it's already a 3-possession game, and that hurts. That really does hurt the Huskers as they got to figure out a way to try and answer back before the half ends.
The offense has been pretty much shut down in this quarter, and the defense is trying, but if the offense can't get any possession.
Well, it's not even just that they can't get a possession, but it's like consistent 3-and-outs in this quarter because of the blitz. I mean, that adjustment that Westshore has made against this team is outstanding.
Is completely shut down the offense of the Huskers, and they got to find something.
They took 1 quarter. They realized, hey, Falconer, if we give him time, he's going to do damage. Let's send 10 men all the time. Let's just send 10 men on him.
I don't know about 10, but
well, it feels like it. They've always got 10 men most of the time on the line.
One of the big things is that they're blocking with 6 or 7 guys every play as well, and that's taking so many weapons away from the offense. That's already maybe a little bit lacking on big weapons.
Yeah, so Kyle Clark here. We've got Harris and Robinson chilling in the backfield, waiting for the kick. The whistle blows, and here we go. Clark with the kick. It's going to go over to Harris. Harris is going to have to try and catch that. He does, of course, and here goes the return. Harris going to have to try and bust through. Tries to go right up through the middle right now. Gets held down. A helmet comes off, and looks like it's about at the 27-yard line.
Briefly thought that was the football, but that's just a helmet.
That's a good return. Nothing wrong with that. But I feel like right now the Huskers need something spectacular.
Yeah, it would be great if the Huskers get some points on the board before the end of the half. A nice drive here, kill the rest of the clock, end with a touchdown. That would be huge.
Be huge indeed right now as we await to see what will happen. I'm going to keep an eye on the Rebels defense because that has been the story of this game. The ability for them to, within a quarter, change their whole style and figure out what the Huskers can't prepare for. Right now, it looks like they don't have a blitz schedule.
It's interesting how they're not blitzing the last couple plays. They've been blitzing all game, and now the last couple plays they haven't.
Timeout is called by the Rebels.
Yep. I mean, it looks like this is going to have to be a big, big possession. If Valley has any chance of coming back in the second half, I think a touchdown here is going to be a big part of that.
Yeah. So they're talking it over with the referees right now as they try and figure out what's going on. That's Falconer talking it over with number 7.
Yeah, Falconer's been impressive in the first quarter and just has not been able to find his groove here in the second.
Well, because he's been pressured almost every play. And now it's getting to him. Yeah. Now it's getting to him. Now he's got to flush it out. That mentality just, hey, it's happened. I can come back and can play a good game. He's got to get that going, get back into the rhythm that he showed in the first quarter when he was making those passes and, of course, made the 50-yard touchdown pass to Marius and Hell. And his receivers, I mean, when your quarterback is struggling to get anything going, try and help him out a little bit. You really got to put it on yourself, beat your coverage, give him that open man.
For sure. He's got to get better blocking, though. If he has no time to throw the ball, I don't know how he's ever expected to get a big play downfield.
Yeah, right now we see a normal defensive play for the Rebels, and he's going to try and get that ball. Falconer's going to throw it. He throws it to number 44, and that's a great defensive play by number 24, Daniel Clark.
That's almost a pick 6. He almost had that ball for a pick 6 there. Just couldn't quite grab it. But, I mean, if he picked that off, he's gone.
That was Palak who was the intended receiver on the play, so Falconer was looking for something. I feel they need to go back to Vickland. They really need to give Vicklin the ball right now because Falconer is definitely feeling like he's rushed.
Yeah, and I mean, that play, they just even tried a quick screen, and he's so pressured that the quick screen is even tough to complete right now.
And right now we do see Vicklin in the backfield. He's going to walk over to the side. Falconer is in the shotgun. And he's got no one. They're going to go with a passing play. Vicklin, oh, he throws it up top, and Vicklin, he shot it over Vicklin. Vicklin had the jump for that, and that is a quick, another 3 and out.
I think he has to catch that. I think he's got to catch it. I don't know if he even would have got the first down, though.
So, I mean, the offense is being completely shut down in this second quarter as the special teams unit comes back onto the field. And Homan punted the ball last time, so we can give them that. But what do you expect to see?
I hope they can punt it well here because there's still 2:40 on the clock. And if Westshore gets the ball with some nice field position, it's not going to be good news.
And so we see Homan set up in the normal punt position. I also don't see number 2, Danny Harris, as one of those 4 men in front of him. So it's Greenwood who's sitting in the backfield right now. Holman gets the snap, kicks the ball. That is a very good punt. Goes to Greenwood. Greenwood's going to catch it. He's just going to try and go through. Gets around a couple men. Looks like he's going to have it. He's going to be taken out by the whole team right there. And so they will stop it. They will stop Greenwood. And that's going to be in the Rebels' end of the field right now, around at their 50.
Yeah, I mean, there's still 2:20 on the clock, so that's not good news.
Of course, the 2-minute warning will come, and that's a free timeout almost as well. So,
yep.
They may get.
I don't know if they've already used 1 or 2 timeouts, so that might actually come back to cost them.
All right, and so we're looking here. Scott Borden, who's looked very good. Trey Campbell, who really turned it on in the second quarter. Darius Greenwood. What else can we expect to see from this team?
Well, I mean, Trey Campbell, right? I think he's been the big weapon since Greenway's also been catching the ball well.
So here we go. Borden has it. He's got a lot of time right now. Deep ball up top there. Going to go to number 10. Oh, and it goes right through his hands. And that was Lindo Brow. They tried to get it to, and he couldn't make that catch. Borden just shot it a little over his head.
They went for it.
They went for it.
Went for it.
Was a nice play. And I mean, with Borden right now, with all that time, why not?
You might as well, right? I mean, he almost had the guy. He just missed him.
Trying to look like a young Anthony Calvillo there.
A young Calvillo.
It's
hard to imagine.
Hard to imagine. As we have fun here. Borden is setting up in the shotgun right now. He has no one else in the backfield. They're going to go for another passing play through the air. He's got the time to look for anybody. He goes to Greenwood. Greenwood's going to get stopped. He gets taken out of bounds there by number 1, Desmond Jeanson.
Yeah, I think he's short of the first.
And it will be 3rd down on the play, but it's definitely 3rd and short.
So what do you do here? Do you punt it or do you just go for it?
2:07 on the clock.
Like they're just going to go for it.
I mean, they don't have to worry about giving the Huskers field position yet until the Huskers prove that they're going to go downfield with it.
Yeah, that is true. That is a good point. I mean, the Huskers' offense has not been moving the ball.
And so he's going to go, He's going to go himself right now, find a man. He's only got to get 3 yards, and he tries to get taken way down there by number 2. That's Danny Harris.
That's really close. I mean, a great effort by the defense and the offense there. A nice run, and then a nice play to meet him by the defender.
And it will be a 1st down. Just gets it. So the legs of Borden come through clutch there because he just got, of course, the coach is not happy with that.
Yeah, that's such a close call. I mean, so close. Yeah, and the coach is really not happy.
Trying to think about what yardage it was. They're going to make sure that they're right on this. The coach doesn't think he got the first.
I mean, if they had a challenge flag, this is when you'd throw it, right?
Oh, and here they come. They're going to check it. As they make sure, and they are going to make the call. It is a 1st down. So Borden gets it. He gives it to Campbell. Campbell gets stuffed. Great tackle there by number 44, Mason Palak.
Palak has been on offense, on defense. We're seeing a lot of Palak tonight.
Trying to really take it to him right now as the clock is going to wind down just a little bit off the running play. It looks like we may have a timeout called. And so 2nd and 7 on the play.
Just a minute 30 to go. So this is a big play. Clock's still running.
And Borden is going to be alone in the shotgun again. He's got Greenaway on the far side trying to find someone open. Oh, and great job on Borden. He avoids the sack, avoids it again. Borden looking for someone downfield. He's going to go. He's going to unleash it, looking for Greenaway. Greenaway gets the ball. Oh, and he gets taken down. There will be no flag on the play. The fact that Borden didn't get sacked is incredible.
I mean, he showed great elusiveness, but then the long bomb downfield almost works to Greenaway. That guy's a weapon. But they couldn't make it happen.
Couldn't make it happen. That's an awesome job. We talked about that, but it's an excellent job by the Valley Huskers defense to force Borden into a position where he had to get rid of the ball.
Yeah, really, really good pass rush. Really, really good pass defense as well, as Greenaway had so much time and just couldn't find an opening.
So 3rd and 8. Oh, and they're going to call a penalty on number 92, Travis Dietrich, and so it will be a first down.
Oh, wow. That's huge.
And so that ball is going to come closer to the end zone.
Instead of giving the ball away here, they're going to get a free first down.
That's tough.
Yeah, that really hurts for Valley.
And so Borden's going to set up. They're going to make it plays. Oh, no, they're going to give it to Campbell right now. Campbell looks like he finds an opening on the far side, trying to make something happen. A flag is thrown on the field, but Campbell finds an opening, breaks like 4 or 5 different tackles, looking like beast mode out there, and he gets finally taken down at the 12-yard line.
I mean, we're seeing what Campbell can do. This guy's incredible. He's made some great spin moves.
Now, is it all for naught? There was a flag thrown in the backfield.
Yeah, I think it will be, actually. But still, I mean, we're seeing what he can do. And he's taken over in the second quarter here.
It's a holding. So it's going to go from a unbelievable rush to the 12-yard line. It will now be 1st and 20.
I mean, that's just life, right? What a run, and it doesn't count.
That just shows what Campbell's going to have to, what he can do. And so the Huskers are going to have to adjust.
We saw what he could do on the play. It doesn't count, but he still looked incredible.
And that's an understatement. That was unbelievable, going through like 7 Huskers defenders.
And the running touchdown early in the game.
Yeah, he's really found his game. As Borden is right now, he's going to sit alone. He is wide open, trying to find someone. He gives it off to Campbell. It's going to be a reception. Here goes Campbell, going right down the same way he came in. Palick does get the tackle, though. He takes him down. Campbell gets a couple of yards after.
I mean, I think he got the first down there pretty much because you can't tackle this guy. You make first contact, then he dives forward for 5 extra yards and a first down.
And so with that, it will be a first down. 55 seconds remaining on the clock. The score 28-7 for the Rebels.
Yeah, I mean, I know we're going on and on about Trey Campbell, but he has been –
because he's proving it.
Yeah, he has been the #1 guy tonight.
Borden sitting in the slot. Shotgun right now. He's alone. He's going to try and go up top to Greenaway, and that is a good job there by Jeanson not to make any illegal contact with Greenaway and stop the play. So Borden's going to have to go back. It's 2nd and 10.
The receiver went down, but that's definitely a good no call by the ref there. That's a really solid defense on him.
And that's Greenaway, of course. And he's looked like a weapon, but he actually hasn't made that many catches. The receptions that Greenaway has made, I know he got the touchdown early in the first quarter, but he hasn't made many plays since.
Yeah, it's true. Every big play that they've attempted to him, other than the touchdown earlier in the game, has seemingly been defended away. But they have to keep doing that because he's looked like a weapon, and he's so tall.
He's so tall.
He looks like he's a foot taller than everyone else on the field.
And as we talk about Greenaway, that's number 92, Travis Dietrich, who is on the ground right now, being tended to by the trainer. And I saw him earlier on the table as well. So this may be a recurring thing for him. He's really feeling it. It looks like it's a hamstring.
Yeah, I mean, he has been receiving treatment on the sidelines. He's been very involved today, but that would be a huge loss to this defensive line.
That is already struggling to put pressure on the Borden.
And the one guy that has been putting pressure on is Dietrich.
And he will walk off the field. There is a limp. We're hopeful to see him later in this game, but that is a big blow to the Huskers.
Yeah, I mean, if he's out, that's a big shot.
And as we get back to the football game, of course, we're almost on the first half here at Exhibition Field right by Prospera Center in Chilliwack. Westshore Rebels against the Valley Huskers. And as we see another down Will the Rebels capitalize? It's another shotgun. See Borden and Campbell. Borden gets the ball, looking for a man. He tries to find Greenway, and he passes it off. It actually doesn't go to Greenway. It goes to another receiver, and Palick is going to throw a big hit to stop him.
Palick, he's everywhere.
Everywhere on the field right now.
Yeah, I think Palick might be one of the better players for Valley tonight. He's making big tackles, and he's made a couple nice offensive runs.
Trying to make as many plays as he possibly can as the clock stops at 31.
Yeah, if Valley's going to come back in the second half, it's not the defense that's the problem. They got to find some way to fix this offense that has not been clicking.
Well, they've been asking their defense to try and make play after play after play against the best team in the league.
And they have been.
And they have been. And it's unfortunate because we say they have been, but you look at the score, it's 28-7, and it's like, well, where's the defense? You can't put the defense on the field for 10 minutes of a quarter and expect them to not get scored on.
This is certainly not the defensive problem. I think you can also blame the special teams. The punting has been really, really bad today.
Well, we say that because there hasn't been many punts. So many trick plays.
Yes.
And that, after a while, you can make a certain trick play and you can try them. Not gonna stop it. They're fun to watch. They're great for the fans, and they work, but not all the time. And
they have not been working
and they've
today.
tried to keep doing them, and then they fail, and then of course it led to the second or third touchdown for the Rebels because they were gift wrapped free position. I think that was the Campbell run.
I think field position has led to at least 2 big touchdowns for Westshore tonight, and special teams has to improve, but right now it's the offense that is anemic.
3rd and 1, 8-yard line. Huge, huge opportunity for the Huskers defense to make a stop.
But this is also a great opportunity for
both teams. This is a big moment for both teams. Yep. I mean, it's a 3-possession game, but it could be a 4-possession game or a stop. Borden's going to have the ball. He's right at the line. He's going to give it to number 67, and he's going to get the yards.
Oh, he got it.
Oh, he totally got it. That was Jerome Druin, who is normally a defensive player, getting the first down.
Off to the big guy. It's going to be hard to take him down.
And so he makes it through. It's 1st and goal.
That hurts for the Huskers. That almost certainly means there's going to be points going on the board here.
Here we go. Borden right at the line of scrimmage right now. He's going to look for someone. He's trying to give it up to Druin, and Druin's just going to push his way in.
Touchdown, Druin. The big guy runs it in again.
And he's getting a lot of props. Normally a defensive lineman doesn't normally get these opportunities. They decided to go to it, and 34-7. There's 14 seconds remaining in this second quarter. So Clark will come on. He'll do what he has to do for the extra point under most circumstances, and that's tough. It's tough for the Valley Huskers to try and rebound from that.
I mean, Valley's been showing a lot of passion today, and we can be happy with that, right? I think a young team showing passion, doing their best against one of the best teams in the league. And I think if you come out in the second half and keep showing passion, making big plays isn't necessarily all you have to do in football. You also have to work really hard.
Focus on the fundamentals. Of course, they're going to get let's say they get about maybe 1 extra play after the kickoff, but they have the opportunity to try and make something happen. Let's see if they can do that. I love the passion. As you see, Dietrich looks like he's going to try and make his way back into this football match.
Yeah, hopefully he can come back because he's been really good for them. But that would hurt if he is not able to return.
And then we look at what do you want to see a little bit more of. We'll go into this right before we go to halftime. But we take a look at this break. You see, of course, Robinson. We're going to do the kickoff as well. You got Robinson. You got number 2, Danny Harris. I want to see some more running from Vicklin.
Yeah, Vicklin needs to get more involved. I think they need to just find a way to complete some passes here.
Clark gets the ball. Harris is going to receive it right now, and he's going to try and make a return. Harris is running out the field right now. He gets taken down there by number 27 for the Rebels. That would be Ronan McPhail-Silver with the tackle. And so 7 seconds left. Safely say there's probably going to be 1 play on
Hail
this.
Mary.
Hail Mary?
Let's see a big
Aaron
touchdown.
Rodgers, is that you?
I mean, they've got to try the Hail
Got
Mary.
to try it, right? They've tried a whole bunch of stuff in this half. Let's see
Maybe
what Noah Falconer's got.
Maybe they punt it here.
play a little rugby?
I think they might punt it.
Why not? But let's see. We got Noah Falconer right now. He's going to play it. They're going to play a lot of deep. There's not going to be, from the look of it right now, they're going to play a backfield. That's the Rebels. Falconer's got the ball. 7 seconds left. It's on the 29-yard line for the Huskers. Falconer has it. He's going to look for someone. He's going to go right up top. He misses it. That's an interception.
Man.
It's picked off there by number 17, Robbie Lowe's. He's going to try and make it, and
he's got to get in.
He's going far side. He gets around his man. Can he stay upright? Yes, he can. It will not be a touchdown, but he gets the pick, and that is how we will end the first half here at Exhibition Field.
Hey, I mean, good plays by the offense to not let him get into the end zone there. That's all they had to do. After he picked it off, he just had to stop him from getting the touchdown, and they did. But there is flags.
Oh, boy. Now, if it's on the offense, does that give the Rebels one possession? Oh, man, this will be an interesting call here. No time left on the clock in the half. We will see what the referee says. And penalty is declined. We are going to go to half. And so 35-7 is the score.
Yep. I mean, it started early and often. The scoring for for Westshore tonight. The scoring started early on a touchdown pass to Deucen Greenaway. It was then tied up on a touchdown catch by Marius Angel. And since then, Westshore has just taken over. Touchdowns by Trey Campbell on a brilliant run. And Scott Borden's been finding receivers all night. So with that, it's a 35-7 game at the half. And we send you off to a little halftime break.
And we welcome you back here at Exhibition Field at Prospera Center in Chilliwack against this match between the Westshore Rebels and the Valley Huskers of the BCFC Football League. I'm Cole Martin, your play-by-play broadcaster, here with Lucas Christopher. And, of course, score is 35-7. What do the Huskers have to do to try and get back in this game?
I'm not sure that the Huskers have a great chance of getting back in the game, but they're going to have to start really quick and put some points on the board on this first possession.
And, of course, the Rebels had it last half, and they're going to kick the ball over right up here, and it will go towards the Huskers. The rain has stopped. The wind is still going. That is Harris trying to make a run up the sidelines. He will do just that. He will get to about the 50-yard line, and the offense comes onto the field right now for 1st and 10.
Yeah, it's a cold day out here. I don't know if there's going to be cramping issues with the players, but the wind has stopped, and so is the rain. So that's good news on the weather front.
As this turning into fall, of course, summer weather looks like it's finally come and gone for the year as we get into the cool breeze of October. Of course, the Huskers are going to try and make something happen for the second half of the season, and it starts right now. And that is Vickland. We talked about him trying to get more touches. He gets shut down there.
Yep.
But if you notice, there was already a change in quarterback. That's number 12 behind center, Nika, is chilling out at the center court. And so we'll have to see what he can do to keep going.
Nikolai Nika out there. So I guess they decided, it was Falconer not getting the ball off quick enough, and they've done a replacement. He also took some big hits in that first half. I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
Maybe give him a little bit of a breather after that, but right now that's Nika in the shotgun. He's going to throw that ball, and that is a low throw. He didn't make it to his man. We have a flag on the field, though. The referee has decided to make a call. It was 2nd and 8.
I don't know what the flag would be for. It might be something on the offensive line.
And so we will await to hear what's going on, but the referees are making a call here. Looks like it may go against the Rebels. And with that, of course, we would like to encourage everyone, if you're watching on bcfctv.com, it is powered by Remax as we do this game, and they will done a great job with the broadcast themselves, and we got pass interference. That is the call.
Wow.
So that is a big penalty, and the Huskers are finally moving down the field.
That's a surprising call to me. When I just saw the play, it did not look like pass interference.
But the Huskers will take it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's a huge gain and a first down, and on a drive they pretty much need to get a touchdown on. That's a big start.
Yeah, they are down 4 possessions right now in this football game. Nika under center now. Start the second half. He's alone right now. Nobody else in the field with him. He's going to look for some options. He's going to get blitzed. He tries to get out of the way, and he goes back and gets thrown down.
I mean, he lost tons of yards. He got hit really hard. That's not a good play for the Valley.
And that was a massive, massive loss of yardage. He lost 16 yards on that. That was number 18, Tristan Francis, with the sack.
You don't usually see sacks for huge losses like that. Usually it's maybe 4 or 5 yards, maybe 9 yards, but that was a giant loss of 16.
Yeah, that really will hurt them as they try and move down the field right now. And so Nika, 2nd and long, ball on the 44-yard line in the Huskers' end of the field, and they're going to have to try and make something happen. 13 minutes are remaining on the clock in this third quarter as we are underway. And with that, the snap. He's in the shotgun right now, and he's going to get blitzed again. Throws that ball up, and that will be dropped. Nobody there, and we are down to 3rd and 26, and the special team unit is going to come out.
I mean, it comes back to first down there when he gets sacked for a giant loss. What you got to do is get the ball away or take the sack for maybe 5 yards. But losing 16 yards, you're pretty much giving the ball away. There's no way you're going to get 26 yards in second down.
Well, especially when you're having trouble against such a good defense that the Rebels have.
Yeah, I mean, especially when their offense isn't moving. Losing 16 yards on first down is not the way to go.
And so I don't see Danny Harris on the field, and of course he's been the orchestrator for all of the trick plays that we saw in the first half. This looks like it'll just be a punt by Ethan Holman, and we talked about how they really do need to trust their defense. They should. It's been a good defense. He's going to get the ball. He's going to punt it up, and that's another very good punt from Holman.
I can't tell you how happy I am to just see an easy punt there.
It was a good one. It's going to get them. The Rebels are going to have the ball. It looks like right at their 40.
They just decide to punt it. Nothing tricky. You punt the ball, and now they have to return it. They got to giving the ball away on a silly trick play.
They have to move down the field, and the Huskers defense, although there's 35 points on the board against them, has been good tonight. They've really had to try and make a ton of stops, make a ton of plays, and it's really hard when you're always on defense. And so we'll see how they can rebound here as the Rebels go to work with the ball on their own 40.
Yeah, no, for sure the defense has been good, and we'll see if they can keep it up.
So here comes the snap. Borden alone in front. He hits his receiver, and his receiver is going to try and go down the field. He gets stopped, but he gets over the Huskers' 50. Excellent catch there by number 14. That is Murphy on the reception.
The defense wasn't super good there.
Not super good.
He was open. He made the catch and then got a nice little gain after the catch there, too. So that's a nice game for first down. And it looks like a timeout has been called.
We'll have to see the whistle went. Nope, we're going to see Borden right here. He's alone again in the shotgun, looking for someone. He's going to go down the field. Nice little spiral, but he can't hit his man. He went back to Murphy, covered there by Jeanson, and so it will go down to 2nd and 10. They are on the Huskers, 49.
Yeah, and Jeanson's the team's leading tackler. He's one of the better defenders on this team, and he's been shutting people down all night.
So he's been doing a great job. You made mention of that. And another defensive player I really want to make a mention of, Jordan Ferry, who has been forced to cover Deucin Greenaway all day.
He made at least one huge knockdown in the first half.
So we'll have to continue to watch him. And right now, Greenaway again lined up right along the near end right now. And right away looked for him, and Greenaway, and that's an excellent stop down, but that could have been an interception from Danny Harris.
He could have picked it. I mean, that was a tough pick, but he made the read. He got his hands on it and just couldn't come down with it. But a great defensive play.
Great defensive play. Now, number 5, that's the quarterback. Scott Borden is down. He's going to be helped off a little bit by the trainer. Hopefully he's okay. You never want to see a player get hurt, but maybe that's a fortunate break for the Huskers.
I mean, if he's out, that's a huge shot. That's a huge shot. He's been their best player offensively today. You could say it was their running back, but end of the day, the quarterbacks made some huge throws and made a bunch of touchdown throws as well.
And we're going to have to see a punt right now, and it's going to go back to Clark. Clark's going to have to run with it. He's going to do a little punt. It comes off, it bounces, and that's going to bounce right in, and they've put them, Huskers, underneath their 10.
Have you ever seen a game with so many weird punts?
No, I really can't say I have.
No.
And that almost looks like the style that he punts.
It was like a rugby kick.
Almost,
like an AFL, Aussie rules football, something like that. I don't know what he's doing.
And that's been like every punt. Now, he hasn't had many punts.
But that was a great punt.
It wasn't a bad one. It got them down below the 10.
Yeah. If it works, it works, right?
If whatever works for you.
Don't question it.
As we wait to see now, again, it's Nika under center. He had a massive loss of yardage. They can't afford a sack.
No, a sack might almost be a safety at this point.
And Nika's going to get the ball. He's going to hold on to it, look for a man. He's going to throw it up right here and trying to go to Angel. Angel gets it. It's a fight for it. Who's got the ball? And it's Angel. Angel makes the catch. What a job by him. He's going to take that ball to the 42.
I mean, either of them could have got that ball, and Angel just wrestled it away.
What a catch. Now, Angel made the great catch in the first quarter, with Falconer. And that led to their only score. So, excellent job. 1st and 10 on the 42.
Angel has certainly been their best receiver today.
Absolutely.
I don't think you can question that.
No, and Nika, now he's in the game. He makes a 40-yard throw. 35, 40-yard throw. Now he's going to get into it. Let's see what he can do. He gives the ball to Vic. He tried giving the ball to Vickland, and Vickland got stuffed.
Yeah, he got completely shut down there.
Huge stop by number 18, Tristan Francis. So, excellent job by him, and we're going to have to see what the Huskers can do. They've got a little bit of momentum, but they just got put down. It's 2nd and long, 2nd and 12 to be exact, past the 5-minute mark of the 3rd quarter, 35-7 for the Rebels. Nika's going to line up in the shotgun right now. He's got Vickland in the backfield with him. We're going to have to see how the Rebels' defenses look. They haven't blitzed that much, but they're definitely a weapon. Here they go. Nika dropped it there almost, and he's going to get taken down because of that. It wasn't a clean reception of the snap, and he's sacked by Chris Larson.
He almost fumbled the ball on the snap, and then he almost fumbled the ball on the tackle there too, but I think he was down. It looks like he might have hurt himself, though. And if he's out, you got to think Falconer's coming back in.
Of course, Falconer staying warm on the sidelines. So 3rd and 22, again, a massive sack for over 10 yards.
Yeah, hard to blame the quarterback on that one, though. I think the last one, maybe a bit of it was his fault, but that time he had nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with it. So, again, it's going to be another punt, another 3 and out here for Holman. And he gets the ball. He's going to try for the punt. Oh, just barely missed the block. And that will come out of play. Looks like it'll be right around the center line. But Holman, another great punt to get that up the field. Now they got to get another stop, though.
It's almost surprising that wasn't blocked because the defender got so close to him without blocking it there.
And so we'll see if Borden comes back onto the field or not. He did have to leave a little awkwardly last time. But, again, I hope for player safety. I never want to see players get hurt, me personally.
But
so it could be a huge break for the Huskers.
It could be a huge break for the Huskers. It looks like he's going to be in there, though. No, that's a different quarterback.
So Borden is still on the sidelines right now as we have a new quarterback in. We'll get that number for you very soon. He's going to try and just run it up right now. That's number 16, and he gets flattened. But there we go. You see Cole Theobald with the ball, and he just took it and ran a QB sneak right off the play.
I mean, at this point, you're up enough points that you can bring your backup quarterback in if your starter's maybe a little hurt. So it might not be anything serious. But for now, it looks like the backup's coming into the game and immediately runs for a first down.
He's 2nd and 1, but very close. A 9-yard run on the QB
me.
sneak. And he's going to try it and have a play out of the shotgun right now. We're going to see. Are we going to see Theobald's arm? Yes, we are. No. Whoa. Tried to hand it to Innes.
Wow.
And wow, that is number 44, Mason Palak, stuffing that play.
Palak's been active all day, and then that's a huge defensive play there that's going to turn the ball over.
Well, will it?
Well, it won't turn it over. It will lead
3rd
to a
down.
punt, you've got to think.
And that, you are correct. Here comes the special teams unit onto the field. And that was a massive play. He just burst through the hole to try and get at the running back.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do, right?
Nothing Innes could have done. And it wasn't Campbell. They were trying to bust the fullback through the line right there, and Palak just stuffed him. And so here we go. Clark, that's a pretty high reception of it. He's going to try and run it right now, punts it, and that will go up and out of play.
And I think that just must be how he punts the ball.
Yeah, that is his punting style.
He's got some side foot thing going, and I've never seen a punter do this type of thing. I've watched a lot of football and never seen a punter with this type of style, but it seems to be working up to this point.
Up to this point. So the Huskers get the ball back. This has been it's low scoring because there's been no scoring so far in this 3rd quarter. The score remains 35-7.
No
for
score
the Westshore Rebels.
A very low score.
It is a very low score. And Falconer is now back onto the field right there. So they gave Nika some plays. He's now on the sidelines. Now Falconer is back. Anghel has made a great catch in this 3rd quarter. We'll have to see if he becomes a weapon.
I mean, low score is literally the lowest. You can't have a lower score.
And Falconer is trying to go for Anghel. Anghel tries to get the ball, and that is picked off. What a job there by number 3, Brandon Gandry, and that will be Falconer's 2nd interception of the game.
They've been throwing big balls to Anghel all day, and he's been making the catches, but this time the defender comes up with it, and that was a really, really nice pick.
And that's a really tough play for the Huskers.
I mean, Anghel has been brilliant. I don't see why you wouldn't throw the ball up to him, but this time he loses the battle for the ball in the air.
And if you're the Huskers, now what do? Do you go back to Nika? Falconer's last 2 throws have both been picks.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, you can't just keep changing the quarterback over and over and over, right? I don't see how that helps your offense.
So Theobald gets the snap. He throws that ball up there to number 14. That was Murphy with the catch. He gets shut down there by Joseph with the stop. It'll be like a 5-yard completion.
Yep, nice, solid, tiny little pickup. Nothing special, but 5 yards is decent for first down.
And so 2nd and 5, the ball is right on the Huskers 50. Clock is about to hit 6 minutes left in this quarter. Theobald with it. He's got the ball. He's going to give it off there to Innes. Innes is trying to make a break. He's got the first down. Here he goes. Keeps going. He's going to bowl through a couple tackles. That's a great run from Innes, almost like 15 yards.
That was a really, really nice run. I thought he might have got the first down, and then he just kept on going, and he had more and more room, and that's like 15 yards. You're right.
And so, 1st and 10 on the 34. And we'll see. Theobald has been out for a couple of plays right now. Of course, Borden is still on the sidelines. And that's going to be a flip here to Campbell. Campbell's going to try and look for something. Oh, and he gets taken down low there.
That's a low hit.
That was Desmond Jeanson with the hit.
You never want to see guys get hit helmet to the knee. That's the most dangerous hit in football, and he's down.
Trey Campbell is on the ground.
Oh, no. Yeah, he took a helmet to the knee there.
I think just for the league perspective, you don't want to see this man go down.
Yeah, I mean, he's the leading rusher in the league, too.
And so we will wait to see what happens right now. The trainer is talking it over with Campbell, and we've already seen Borden go down. Borden's already out of this game right now. He hasn't come back.
It didn't look super major, but it's hard to really speculate. He hasn't come back into the game since, but, I mean, that one didn't look good. This one was
hard.
a helmet to the knee.
That is such a hard play to watch, much less be a part of. It's hard to watch, but Campbell, tough cookie. He's going to be helped up by his teammates. He's going to try and walk it off.
That's such good news. That is such good news for Westshore.
And he's not even going to go back to the sidelines. He's going to rejoin the huddle.
Wow. I think he has to go back to the sidelines.
Now he's going back. He looked like he wanted to keep going. The rule. Yeah. He wanted to keep going, but he can't. He's going to be taken to the sidelines. They're going to bring out number 35.
He'll be back in after the minimum play.
Oh, yeah. He's not staying down long.
I mean, if you've ever taken a hit to your knee, you know how much that can hurt. That can
broke
just
it.
I mean, Cole Martone, he broke his knee.
I understand how painful that is. So
I mean, that's
good for him.
Good luck.
Theobald has the ball right now. Goes over. Oh, and it's a pick six. Here comes Jeetson. He's got room on the sidelines, and he picks that ball up. Jeetson trying to make a play. He gets shoved out of bounds. What an interception here as he takes the ball away from Greenaway and the Westshore Rebels, and the Huskers have some momentum.
Desmond Jeanson with a huge pick, and this is what they needed. If they're going to come back in this game, they need a touchdown here, and he just got a huge turnover and a good return. I mean, he returned that 20, 30 yards, and this is great field position as well.
Excellent job. And that, of course, Jeanson laid the hit on Campbell to stop Campbell, and then he makes the pick play.
I mean, that was a great pick. He read the quarterback's eyes. He cut off the route, and a nice return, too.
And now the ball's on the Rebels 50. The Huskers are back on right now. It's Falconer under center after the interception. He's going to give that ball up to number 33, and that was Fadak trying to make a run with it. Couldn't get much yardage.
I mean, maybe half a yard, but that's not great news. Now they have second and long here.
They got to do something with this. They got to try and get some points.
It would be so disappointing to see a 3-and-out after the huge pick. So this is a huge play here.
Of course, Vicklin just came on there for Fadak, and we're seeing Falconer under center right now. Can the Huskers finally crack this Rebels defense? Falconer lining up.
You've got to think we got a pass play coming.
Alone in the backfield right now. Will the offensive line be able to help? He's got number 44 coming over and helping him. Of course, that's Palek, and we have a flag on the field. It's in the backfield.
I don't know if it is a backfield penalty.
I think it's just seen by him.
If this is holding on the offense, it hurts.
So it's a time clock.
Wow, it's a delay of game. It's interesting because the actual time clock is not really in a position where we can see it. So I haven't actually been watching the clock at all today. But that's the first time clock violation of the game, and that's a super costly one. Now they're 2nd and 14.
2nd and 14 right on the center field line, and that it really does hurt because after the pick, you get all this momentum. Now they have to have a big play, and here they come. Falconer's going to have it. It's a 5-man rush. Falconer throws that ball up top, but there's nobody there, and it's going to get intercepted there by number 24. That is Daniel Clark with the run. There's nobody there. He's at the 20. He's at the 10, 5, and that is a pick 6 for the Rebels.
Yeah, I mean, the throw is not good by Falconer. No one near it. It was right to the defender, right into his waiting arms. and he ran it all the way back for the touchdown.
Is that his third straight pass that's ended in an interception?
It very well might be. And that's
there has to be something has to change.
That's not a good mark to have on your record. 3 straight picks thrown. That's not great.
Like, at this point, with 3:27 remaining in the third quarter, it's going to become a 5-possession game.
I mean, the last 2 picks he threw before this one weren't totally his fault. That one was just a bad throw.
He
right
had
to a
time.
Defender. And, I mean, that type of throw, it's not really going to cut it.
Especially, and of course, we were talking about how big it was for the interception from Jeanson to try and make something happen. And now we're looking at Clark hitting the extra point. It's 42-7 for the Rebels.
42-7.
So, I mean, it's hard. That is a hard thing to stomach if you're the Husker fans.
And it's 3:27 left to go in the third quarter here. This game is being presented by the BCHC. BCFC.com, pardon me, powered by Remax. So thank you, Remax.
And as we watch for the remainder of this game right now, what are the Huskers trying to accomplish in this once the end of the third and the fourth quarter?
I mean, what have the Huskers been doing all game? It's showing passion, and maybe that passion hasn't been really working since the first quarter, but it was working in the first quarter. And I think there's definitely a chance they could turn the game around. To get back into the game, though, is going to take a monumental effort.
And here comes Robinson as he picks up the kick return, and he's going to get stuffed right there by number 18. That was Tristan Francis with the stop. And so Huskers get the ball back after the pick. We're going to see who they're going to bring onto the field right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much a game-ending possession here. If they don't get a touchdown, it's going to be so hard for them to come back.
I'm trying to see who they're bringing out and they're going to bring Falconer back out. He's going to come back onto the field.
I think you got to stick with one guy at this point. You've been switching up a few too many times so far in the game. It's time to just choose one guy and stick with him.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if they brought Nika out because he got hurt. You were talking about how he may have gotten hurt, and then they brought Falconer back in.
Yeah, I mean, it did look like he hurt his knee.
So, I mean, we'll have to see what happens here. 1st and 10 on the 22, 3 minutes remaining in the quarter. And they're going to give the ball to Vicklin here. Vicklin's got a little bit of room. He's going to try and make a run. He gets hit really hard. What a stop, as that's number 27 with the stop, Roman McPhail-Silver.
I mean, he had a lot of room there. It was actually kind of surprising to see him cut it back up the middle, because I think if he went wide with it right along the sideline, I think he had a lot of room there.
Well, Vicklin, it's a lot easier to see when we're up in the broadcast area instead of being down low, so with the awareness. But he tried to make a good run, made a great play with that. And now we're going to have to try and watch and see what's going on. 2:22 remaining here in the quarter. It's 2nd and 5. Ball, of course, went up to the 27. Falconer under center for the Huskers. He's got Vicklin in the backfield with him as they try and move the chains. High snap. Falconer gets it. Falconer throws, and he misses his man, and that's another incomplete pass, and they're going to go to 3rd and 5.
I mean, he didn't really have an open man. He just kind of threw it out to a guy and hoped he could make the play. That's the type of play that leads to interceptions. At the same time, if his man did make the catch, it's a 1st down, but it's a risky pass. But also, he didn't have a lot of time to make any other decisions. Once again, this has been costing them. They can't shut down the rush, and now he has to throw it quickly, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, and you made a lot of great points there. You and I have been talking a bunch about the pressure that he has had to face. He has not looked the same since that first quarter.
Nope.
Once that blitz started coming in, it's really gotten under his head as we see Holman with a kick. There is flags on the field right now.
I think that's offside. I think they're going to get another chance here. And because it's 3rd and 5.
Yeah, you might be right. Greenwood is trying. Oh, Greenwood gets hit very hard there by number 44. That's Mason Palak. Talking a lot about him, but yeah, you're right.
The snap, though.
This may bring them back.
I think they might get the ball back here, and that would be huge.
And so we wait for the referees. They're talking it over right now. Oh, there is 2 penalties, of 1 for each team, and so nothing's going to come of it.
I mean, we'll see what happens here, but unfortunately it looks like Desmond Jeanson is down on the field right now.
That would be another huge loss for the Huskers.
I mean, he's the interception guy. He's also made some big tackles.
Yeah, and he is down, has his hands on his helmets as he's trying to stretch his leg out.
Yep, it's definitely lower body. There's been a lot of injuries today.
It's also been cold.
It has been cold.
We're getting into colder weather. I think it's maybe one of the first games they've played in maybe sub 20 degree weather. I know last weekend was very nice.
I mean, both teams' quarterbacks have got knocked up. Both running backs have been knocked up.
Like it is definitely a chilly one here. It's Jeanson's trying to stretch out his leg. He's not happy about being taken out of the game.
Jeanson doesn't look happy, and a lot of the time that must mean it's maybe going to keep him out of the game, but we'll have to see.
Have to see, and of course, they're talking it over right now. It is the defense that is out for the Huskers, so they did not get the ball back. It was coincidental penalties.
Jeanson has been really impressive in this game when he was on the field. Of course, now he's hurt, but when he was on the field, Jeanson's been really good.
Yeah, and so there are the calls. The offside penalty was declined, and then there was a different penalty called on the play. It's 5 yards, and so the ball's going to come back to the Huskers 46. And the coach not happy.
Westshore's still running with the backup quarterback. So is it due to injury or is it due to the lopsided scoreline? Hard to know.
Oh, I mean, at this point, does it really matter?
It really does not.
Give Borden a day off at this point. So we're going to see Theobald. He has an opportunity. He tries to make a throw. Oh, that was a great opportunity and a great try there from the receiver, number 10, Lindo Brow. He just couldn't make the catch. It'll be 2nd and 10 on the 46.
It's good defense by Keyshawn Joseph there. He was right on him.
So we'll keep watching this team as Jeanson's on the sidelines right now. A player that did come out earlier and is now back on the field is Dietrich.
That's good news. That's really good news to see Dietrich out there.
Because both teams are really having to use their operating tables. Keep their players healthy.
Operating tables.
Operating tables.
I'm like really hoping there's no operations going on in the sidelines.
And there's a run here from Ennis. Ennis is going to break through. He's got a couple guys to get through that one tackle. That was number 44 all over him. Man, we've said that number a lot. Mason Palak has looked incredible this game.
Yep, and we've also said number 30's name a lot. That would be Brad Ennis, the running back. He's been rumbling a lot when they're not handing it off to Trey Campbell,
who is not back on the field either.
The change of pace guy, Ennis has played very well.
So here comes a couple other people right now. There's Jeremy Druin coming onto the field, and then Theobald comes back.
But lost in all that was actually a failed conversion. It's now 3rd down.
3rd and 4 on the 40, so they're going to go for it. Because at this point, you got such a lead, you have the opportunity to, and they're going to do it. They're going to give the ball to Ennis. Ennis is going to try and find a lane. He's going to get the first down, and he's going to get tackled here by number 13. That was Jordan Ferry, and you just can't take him down.
He carried Ferry for 5 yards there.
What are you going to do? Like, how do you stop that?
Yeah, I mean, that's hard to stop. Ennis has been really, really good.
And they're going to let the clock run out here. And so that will be the end of this 3rd quarter. There was only one score, and it was off an interception. And so both offenses didn't get anything going as they going to run one last play here. They're going to give it to Theobald. Theobald holds on to it, and he's going to get sacked.
Nice.
Oh, great defensive play there.
Good sack. Good way to end the
20.
quarter.
That's Tyler Mistravik with the sack, and that will end the quarter.
I mean, it's nice to see them get a sack, but they're going to need a lot more than one sack to get back in this football.
I'm just waiting for the referees to take a look at the clock. Unless there's another play coming. But oh, no, there's a flag on the field.
No, that's end of the
there it is. There they go. They saw the quarter. So we'll switch sides back up. And what did you see in this 3rd quarter that you liked from the Huskers?
What did I like from the Huskers? Their defense. Their defense continues to be pretty solid. I mean, right now the drive is going pretty well, but then they get a big sack. So it's 2nd and 18 for Westshore. And the defense continues to do well despite the lopsided scoreline. You see 42 points on the board. You say their defense hasn't been great. But it's actually been their offense that's really cost them today.
Yeah, you also look over. There's only 7 for the offense right now.
Yeah, and then 7.
When was the last time we've seen a drive go up the field for the Huskers?
It's been a while since we've seen the Huskers really threaten at all. They've made Maybe a couple Hail Marys here and there, but really haven't led to anything. And
Like
they haven't had any run.
Earlier in the game, we were seeing a good mix from the Huskers with their offense and defense. And we were seeing good running game, good passing game. Falconer was looking a lot better than he does right now. And
Yep.
now we're looking into this. We're going into the last quarter of this football game, 42-7. I don't think I remember them pushing the ball downfield
But
since
I think
the first quarter.
I mean, now that it's fourth quarter, the lopsided scoreline, it's a good time to see if you can change things up, right? Like, let's see something different from this offense that we haven't seen yet. See if they can turn things around.
And Theobald dropped the snap a little bit. He's going to get taken down, and that's a great job by the Huskers defense. Number 90, Daniel Kabongo with the sack.
Back-to-back sacks.
And we've been talking about their defense because their defense is a bright spot regardless of the score. I think back-to-back sacks.
Back-to-back sacks. I mean, the D-line continues to be pretty good tonight. It's hard to say that they've shut down the run game. The run game against them has done very well.
Trey Campbell and Brad Ennis, that's a tough combo to stop.
Yeah, I mean, especially Campbell. I mean, he's been so good. Fortunately or unfortunately, he has been injured, so he's not back into the game.
And
so
even he may be okay, but at this point with a lopsided score, you can afford to give him the day off.
Yeah, I don't see why you want to rush him back. It looks like they're going for a long field goal here. This is about a 42-yarder.
Yeah, they're at the 42-yard line as they start this kick. And here they go. They're going to go for it. And that's blocked. Oh, what a block. And that's 15 who has the ball. He's going to get taken down. What a field goal block by the Huskers. And they have their best field position in 3 quarters.
And that's a big play by a big defense that continues to show nice plays tonight. And now the offense just has to convert here. They've got to convert. I mean, this is a very, very short field, and this is exactly when your offense needs to step up big. If they're not having a good game, but the defense is, you still have to have some plays by the offense to have any chance at all.
And so Falconer comes back out. Yeah, and that was number 15, Kashawn Joseph with the block, and then going to pick the ball up.
Yeah. He's been really good today.
Really good. What a play. That was such a good play, and that really gives them a lot of hope and a lot of thing. Maybe they can get some points here. Make this a little bit closer than it's looked, and as we see it right now, Falconer alone. He's going to get blitzed. He's going to pop that ball up. Can Angel get to it? No, he can't. And we're going to go to 2nd and 10.
You put it up for your best receiver, see if he can come down. Didn't happen that time.
And he just hasn't been making his throws. He hasn't been able, but I mean, and I say this sincerely, that didn't end in a pick.
It did not end in a pick.
Did not end in an interception.
He
so now
didn't throw a pick. It's not nothing.
You got to take small victories in a 42-7 scoreline when you're struggling. So he's got another opportunity here. Are they going to go with the throw? Maybe, maybe not. They've got a couple of receivers in the backfield. They're going to start coming up on the play. Falconer's going to be alone up in the backfield. He's going to try and throw that ball. He finds his receiver. That's number 82.
There is a flag out.
So Penner gets taken down here by number 20, Eddie Nwangwa. And now we're going to have to see what the flag is.
If it's on the offense, it's getting declined. If it's on the defense, that's going to be huge.
Yeah, if it's on the defense, they have their best opportunity to score all game. No, I'd actually say this is the best opportunity then for the score all game because you didn't expect them to have that 50-yard touchdown.
And it is on the defense, so that's going to be a first down.
Oh, here we go. Huskers have their best opportunity of the game to put some more points on the board. So this is a presentation of BCFCTV.com. It's powered by Remax. Thank you very much. And we hear the first down.
Thank you, Remax.
Thank you, Remax, for that first down as we get ready.
Hashtag thank you, Remax.
Hashtag thank you, Remax. And as we get ready here, Noah Falconer, they're in the red zone for the first time all game. Can they make something happen? Here it comes. He's going to be alone in the slot. Has the ball, comes up high. He's going to give it off here to his running back, number 33. Number 33 trying to find some opening. He gets in. Oh, he's going to be down at the 1.
Yeah, he's short of the touchdown, but that's a really good effort by Fedak there. He was just trying to hustle and bustle his way in, and he came up just short.
Oh, he's on the 2-yard line. 2nd and short. 2nd and goal. We'll have to see what happens here. That's Vicklin coming back onto the field, giving his other running back some props. That's Fedak.
Yeah, Fedak looked good there because he could have been stopped for a loss, and instead he gained 3 and almost got into the end zone.
Right now, can Falconer find a man? We've seen basically the same setup from the Rebels already. They've tried to put the pressure on him. He's going to give that ball to Vicklin. Vicklin's going to be taken down.
Yeah, he's short. I think you got to go for it on 3rd down here.
Oh, there's a flag on the field.
Yeah, that's after the play there. There's a flag thrown, so it might be a unsportsmanlike.
And if it's an unsportsmanlike against
that would
defense,
really – I don't think it's on the defense, man. From what I saw there, it looks like this call is going against Valley, and it's going to really hurt.
And we'll have to see what it is as the referees are going to talk it over.
That's a killer.
That is a killer, and that was...
That's not a good time to take a penalty like that.
Bassett takes the penalty, and now they're all the way back, and it's not even a 3rd and 10. It is a...
I mean, it would have been a 3rd and maybe a half a yard.
3rd and 2, and now we're going to 3rd and 15. 3rd and 17.
And you still got to go for it at this point, but...
Oh, no, they're not going to. They're going to give the kick to Holman. That is a tough penalty.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's a stupid penalty, too. It happened after the play, and you take an unsportsmanlike.
And they get the points, though. They'll get into double digits. It's 42-10, but for what could have been.
Yeah, one just undisciplined play leads to killing the drive. They do get a field goal, though, which is their first point since the first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, there's positives to take out of it. The only problem with those positives is that some would argue it should have been more. Not just could have been, but should have been.
I think a lot of people could argue that goal.
So that's hard. That's a tough one for the Huskers, but they get 10 points out of it. We'll be thankful for that. 42-10 is the score. 11:44 remains in this football game. We are in the 4th quarter here. Westshore Rebels are 7-1 coming in. Looking like they'll be 8-1. The Huskers are going to have to search for their first win of the season next week.
Westshore was the favorite coming into this game.
Yes.
But I think what we saw in the first quarter was a Valley team that looked like they were going to be competitive in this game, and it just fell away from them in the 2nd and 3rd quarters. And now here in the 4th, they can try to get some positives out of it, but this has been a tough game for Valley.
Tough game indeed. Holman's going to try and look for the kick. The ball falls over as he tries to kick it off right now. And now you go and look into that backfield.
Is that a penalty?
No, I don't think so. I think we're fine.
Ball fell over.
Ball fell over.
Penalty.
Flag. Throw it.
Unsportsmanlike on the ball.
Why not? It's getting kicked. Oh, they're trying another onside kick.
It worked the first time.
Oh, and it bounces. And
they're
going to get it again. Oh, Danny Harris.
How often do you see 2 onside kicks in the same game, and they're both recovered by the kicking team?
Gotta love Danny Harris.
Yeah.
Oh, what a play.
And they're still losing by 32.
Didn't have to bring that up
now. I did not have to bring that up.
Oh, no. They've got both their onside kicks. They're still down by 30+. But, hey, they get the ball back, trying to make something. It looks like the first quarter a little bit. They get that field goal, getting some points, getting some momentum.
I want to see a touchdown here. I want to see a touchdown. Let's get things interesting here in the 4th.
Nikolai Nika is back under center for the Huskers. He's back on the field. He's going to give that ball up to number 33, and he tries to pedal his way through, but Fedak couldn't break through that line, and we're going to go to a 2nd down.
Yeah, Fedak might be better suited for just short yardage gains. I've seen him rumble for first downs, but he doesn't seem to have the quickness on first down there. So it's only a gain of 2. We'll go to 2nd and 8.
I'm going to go to 2nd and 8 here. Ball is right on the Rebels 52. Nika is going to set up in the shotgun. He's got Fedak with him in the backfield. They're going to send some receivers up. He gets the ball. He's going to look for something. He's going to throw it. Tries to get to his man. Oh, and that's a great attempt there by number 7. But
yeah, he laid out. Just couldn't get it in. Couldn't reel it in.
Bring that ball back.
He got his hands on it, maybe, but.
Now what? Are they going to go for it? I mean, why not? Yeah, they are. Nika's still on the field. They're going to go for it on 3rd and 8.
This is a big play. If you can convert this, get a touchdown on the drive, I mean, the game's.
Let's take it one play at a time.
Yeah.
Let's focus here on this first one. They're going to give it to Nika right now. Nika's alone in the shotgun. He's going to try and get it. It's a four-man rush. He drops the ball, gets it back, throws it up. There's nobody there. It was Fedak, but there's a flag on the play, and it looks like there's a man down right now. I think they're going to keep the ball here.
Yeah, we'll have to see what the flag's for, but.
Well, that's number 64. That's Sept, who's holding on to special region. Looks like he may have gotten stepped on. If it's an unnecessary roughness call on the defense, I mean, I know who got.
That'd be a big call.
I know who got taken out.
Once again.
So it's a roughing the passer after the throw.
Yeah, it's a big call for Nika, but once again, Nika drops the ball on a snap. That's the second time he's done it today, and almost leads to a turnover. Fortunately, instead it's a roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer, and they get the ball back though. They're on the 37. We saw a major penalty lead to their only touchdown earlier in this game when they got moved up. So they've capitalized on the very few mistakes that the Rebels have made. And Nika right behind the offensive line right now. He looks like he's going to try and give that ball off. He does the Fedak. Fedak trying to make his way through right now. He's going to get stuffed. He's going to get stopped. He's got the whole defensive line on him. And he gets taken down very hard there by number 33, Osarenko.
Yeah, he got completely swallowed up there on first down. And no room at all.
And so we're going to second down right now. 10 minutes to go in this football game. Only 1 yard was gained on the last play.
It's interesting that they keep switching quarterbacks, and now Fedak is back in.
Yeah, Fedak's in over Vickland.
Falconer has thrown quite a few picks.
No, he's thrown 3 today. It's hard. Oh, and the blitz here. He tries to throw that ball up. Oh, what a great catch there. Oh, no, he didn't. He missed it.
Looked like he had it.
Went right through his hands. That's number 83, Nathan Stokes, and he couldn't bring the ball in.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like it was right in his hands, so it must have just slipped right through. That's a tough drop.
And so on 3rd and 9, you're down 32 points. You just got to go for it. And that's what they're going to do here. Nika's going to line up under center.
It's 3-down football, Cole.
3-down football. Here he goes. He's got Fedak in the backfield. Looking at a 5-receiver setup right now. Nika gets the ball. They're going to try and blitz him. Nika throws the ball up right here, but there is absolutely nobody close to that one. He overshot his receiver, and they're going to put the Rebels back on the ball.
Yeah, once again, just pressure on the quarterback. He has to get it off quickly, and couldn't get the right power on it. Overthrows his man by about 5 yards.
And so the Rebels will come back. It's 9:30 remaining here, 9:26 to be exact, as we go to the Rebels' possession. And, of course, we haven't seen Trey Campbell or Scott Borden since they went down with injuries.
Once again,
it
could very well be.
Because it's 42-10.
Yes.
So Cole Theobald is still on the ball right now. And then there's Brad Innes in the backfield. And, of course, Innes has looked good today, too. They got 2 great running backs. And they're going to give it to Innes, and Innes is going to try and make something happen. Goes around his block, trying on the outside lane. He's going to go right through. Now he's going to try and get through a couple guys. He gets taken down, but he gets over across the half line, about the 51-yard line.
Defender got his knee rolled up on too, so there's a player down injured and a flag on the play.
Oh, no. And we hope the defender is okay. We'll try and get that number for you as soon as we can.
Yeah, it was as the tackle was made, it looked like a player rolled into his knee.
Looks like that's Deseron on the ground right now as he's feeling the effects of that. They're going to keep play going right now as he is on the sideline. Oh, pardon me. I did get a number. That's Riley Simpson on the ground right now.
Riley Simpson, yeah. He took a big hit to his leg, so hope he's okay.
Hope he's okay. They're going to try and make some plays right now. Theobald, it's 1st and 20 off of the flag. So that run gets completely mitigated.
Yeah, I mean, that's good for the defense. But the player was injured, so it's catch-22.
Catch-22. As we look there at Cole Theobald, the backup quarterback for the Westshore Rebels, playing under center right now as they await to see what's going on. And as you look on the backfield right there, number 26, Riley Simpson, is standing. He now has to, of course, sit out his time to wait to come back into this game. The Rebels are going to try and make something happen. They're down to 1st and 20.
1st and 20 is a good time for a defensive play.
Good time for a defensive play, but they're going to give the ball to Ennis, and Ennis is going to – oh, that's not Ennis. That's number 29.
A real solid
Anthony
tackle
Bodger.
there, though. That's a perfect tackle by Dietrich, who's been all over the run game tonight.
Yeah, Dietrich just looked very good. He was one of the reasons why they were able to stop Trey Campbell in that first quarter.
And he only got one arm on the player there. He literally took him down with the one arm.
Yeah, that's a great play. And as we see Theobald come back onto the field after going to see what kind of play they're going to run. And they may just be trying to run out the clock as well. Sure, there might be 9 minutes left, but they understand. It's sportsmanship. You don't want to just blow out the opposition at all times. Sometimes you do run out the clock. You try and score all the time. You put your effort in. But there's a lot of flags on the field right now.
Oh, yeah, lots of flags and a player down.
And look at that sportsmanship, though. The Rebels are helping number 44, Mason Palak, get back up, but we'll see what the call is on the play.
Yeah, Palak's got a little bit of a limp there. I think he'll probably try to walk this one off. But, yeah, it looked like almost every ref on the field threw his flag there.
And they're talking it over right now, and it's 2nd and 18 to go for the Rebels. So if there's another penalty bringing them back, it's like 2nd and 28.
But we've seen the Rebels make a ton of huge pass plays today. I mean, they can make 18 yards in one play.
Yeah, they really can, but they may have to make 28 or longer depending on what the call is.
Yeah, that might be too many.
That might be too many. I hope it's too many. And so here we go. Refs are about to make the announcement. So 20 yards of penalties. We are now going to 2nd and 38 on the Rebels' 8-yard line.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to convert this one, Cole.
Oh, I got to try and keep a yeah, that is a 2nd and long if I've ever seen one.
I mean, they're going to go for it.
They're going to go for it. Why not?
You don't just take a knee here. You go for it. And then you punt the ball away.
And you punt the ball. Unless they don't. And as we're going to see right now, it's Theobald. He's going to stay in the deep box. So he drops the ball. Oh, and he's going to have to pick it up and try and run with it. He's going to run. He's got a couple of yards right now as he's getting the blocks he needs. He's still going, and there he goes. Now he's going to get stuffed.
Wow. He fumbled the snap. That could have been horrible. But instead he picks it up and actually gets a pretty nice gain.
It would have been a nice gain had they not been down to 2nd and 38. So
yeah, but
it could have been a touchdown. It could have been a touchdown, very, very much so after the fumble of the snap. And it did rain earlier in this game. That ball might still be a little slick. We've seen quarterbacks on both sides have trouble with it.
I mean, you can't blame the ball there. You gotta take
Get your hands on it.
Every quarterback in this game, though, has seemingly been struggling with the snap today. Maybe you're right. Maybe the ball has been a little slick.
And we're going to see Kyle Clark in his interesting punting style now. He gets the ball, runs it off to the side like he normally does, and he punts that one way up high. Harris has it on the return. He picks that ball up. Here he goes. Harris trying to make a run for it right now. He's going to go to the sidelines. He'll be taken out of play there by number 17, Robbie Lowe's.
Have we talked about the punting in this game? I don't know if we've talked about that very much.
I don't know.
That's
it's
another
been a
crazy punt.
Crazy punt. And, of course, we're chilling right now. Exhibition. It's the 4th quarter. 7:04 remaining. The score, 42-10 for the Rebels. Of course, I have been your play-by-play guy this afternoon. My name is Cole Martin. I've had Lucas Christopher with me on color.
How's it going?
Both having a great time with this football game. We'll see what happens here. 1st and 10 on the Rebels 40. That's Nika under center. He's got on the shotgun. He's going to give it out to Fadak. Fadak is going to try and push his way through. He gets stopped and gets taken down off of a couple-yard gain.
The run defense has been so solid for the Rebels in the second half. I don't think there's been a big play running the ball over 5 yards.
I think you can just say that for the whole defense. I think the Rebels' defense has been incredible throughout the second quarter on. They've been excellent.
Since they started blitzing, they've completely shut down the attack of the Valley Huskers. Completely shut it down.
And that's just something that the Huskers are going to have to work on in practice for the next upcoming week for their next match. And so with that,
the O-line specifically needs some work.
Yeah, they need to keep working on it. And, of course, Nika, and he hits blitzed again. He gets taken down. Oh, and number 8 gets blocked on the play. Number 3, Brandon Gandry, who's been all over the backfield, makes another great play. And we're going to go to 3rd and 9.
Definitely some contact on the receiver there, but no flags thrown.
That was the intended receiver was O'Connor.
Yeah, it looked like the defender, incidental contact. But that, I don't know, it could have been called on another day.
On another day. And so we're going to see them. They're going to stay on the field right now. They're just going to keep going for it. There's no reason why you should stop. The clock is ticking down. We're under 6 minutes to go in this game. Nika's under center. And we're going to see a play. It's 3rd and 9, balls on the 39 of the Rebels.
42-10 is the score for the Westshore Rebels.
And Nika, no one in the backfield. That's a blitz coming through. Nika's going to throw that ball up. Can he find his man? No.
Oh, man.
Number 7, Nathan Denoyers cannot make the play.
You know what? Most of the throws today I think have been a little off target. I think that was a really good throw, and I think that one could have been caught there.
But
you just got a hand on it.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. And we're going now to the Rebels as they will have their ball on their own 39 as they try and push forward.
Yeah, that's tough because if he caught that, that's a touchdown.
And, hey, then it's 42-17, you know, and then maybe it's a game. We got a game going.
The game is to put up as many points as you can, Cole.
As many points as you can.
You might as well try to put up a touchdown there.
Absolutely. You're right on that, and we're going to see what the Rebels can do. They've been running the ball a lot in this second half of this game, and Cole Theobald's got the ball. He ran it last possession he had, and they're going to do it right now. He's got the ball. He's going to give it off to number 35, and he finds a hole. He's going to try and balls right over. Oh, went right over Danny Harris.
Wow.
That was Aiden Enns Horvath.
He lowered the boom, just shoulder to the face. That was crazy.
Wow. That was quite the run. He's talking it over with Ennis right now. 2 very big running backs.
Yeah, I mean, that looked painful for both players, but the defender definitely got the worst of that.
Danny Harris, one brave soul. And the ball's going to come back. Theobald, that was a first down. He's going to give that ball now. Oh, and there's a fumble on it, and it's going to be recovered by the Huskers.
That's just a punch out.
And that's number 10, Alex Zamora, who recovers the fumble, and they will get the ball back.
I think it was Kabonga who just got his arm in there and punched it out.
Look at Daniel Kabongo go, and that was, I believe, Ennis with the ball.
Yeah, I mean, tough for the running back there. If you can get your fist on the ball and just punch it, peanut popper, you know?
Peanut popper, and now we're going to watch and see, can the Huskers do something with it? We're under the 5-minute mark remaining in the half.
Yeah, I mean, the game's just about over, so this is
all for
garbage
pride.
time, but you might as well put up some points.
Nika looking for a play. He's going to try and go deep down the field. Fadak, can Fadak come up with it? No, he can't. He gets hit very hard. But it's going to count as incidental contact. There will be no flag on the play. It'll go back to 2nd and 10.
Yeah, everyone went up for the ball. It looked like if the ball got there a little bit sooner, he was the only guy that could have caught that one, but it hung up a little bit, and the defenders got there in time.
I'm loving these deep balls. And it's really exciting to watch these right now from Nika. And
they haven't really been working,
but
he's
close.
Trying.
They're close, right? But a close only matters in horseshoes, so we'll see what happens. Nika, we got a whistle right now, blowing it down.
Timeout for the Westshore Rebels.
All right, so we'll see the timeout here, 4:12 remaining. And Lucas, we've been watching this game, and the Huskers, who are going to go to 0-9 on the season. What have you liked? What can they build on going into next week?
I mean, it's hard to say that their defense hasn't been the strong point. The defense has really been the thing that showed up today, because the special teams and offense really haven't looked great, but their defense has, and they play with passion, and they've made some big tackles. They've also made some turnovers. So I think the defense is clearly the strong point, and they need some work on the offense, especially the offensive line.
So I think that's your big moment that they really got to work on. That offensive line is going to have to shore themselves up.
I mean, they need to be able to block. If the quarterback has no time to make a throw.
Well, then you get games like this where you're seeing Falconer get rushed, you're seeing Nika get rushed.
And picks.
And picks. And so, you know, they're trying, they're learning from their coaching staff. They just need to shore it up. They need to work together a little bit more communication. That will push them moving forward. Right now, we're going to see 2nd and 10. Nika is on in the shotgun right now. He's got Fadak in the backfield. He's going to go for the throw. But there's a leak right there. Nika's going to throw that ball up, but there's nobody there.
Yeah, caught by 3 on the sideline, though.
Well, good for Joshua Robinson, the defensive back, to catch that ball. You know, gets the reception. Doesn't count.
I mean, he technically was not a player on the field there.
But why not? And they are going to.
He did catch it.
They are going to bring the special teams unit out, but take a look. You see number 2. You see Danny Harris. What has that meant? Trick play.
3rd and 10, you think a trick play's coming?
Oh, absolutely. If I see Danny Harris out with the special teams unit, I think a trick play's coming. Oh, you know it. Oh, he's directing it. Yeah, Danny Harris. It would be a trick play if they punted it.
At this point, yeah.
It would be a trick play if they punted it with Danny Harris out on the special teams unit.
It's fun football when it's 42-10 and 4 minutes to go.
Indeed, and look at that. You see number 7 and 24. He's got the ball. Harris is going to kick it off to the side right there. It's going to be a set play. Going to try and run after it, and that is picked up here, and here come the Rebels coming back. That's number 35, and he's going to get stuffed. Oh, and then pushed down. Dietrich got shoved, so he brought the guy with him. Just a hug.
Dietrich stays involved in the game. Very physical game for Dietrich.
Very physical game for Dietrich. And so as we keep moving forward right now, 42-10, it's 3:26. Ball is on the 37-yard line of the Rebels, and they will try and make something come of it. Do you think they run out the clock here?
It's hard to know.
With a game like this, don't let anybody of their players get hurt. They're going to go to 8-1 on the year, top team in the conference.
I mean, you try to run out the clock, then maybe you fumble it again, you know?
Yeah.
I think honestly, it's been such a solid game for Westshore. They brought their backup quarterback in and really haven't missed much of a beat.
Although they haven't scored an offensive touchdown in the second half. And we have a timeout called.
Yep, that's a timeout by Valley.
They're going to talk it over right now. A coach was trying to get a hold of someone. They're going to call it over.
So, Cole, what do you think has been the key to Westshore's success today on the offensive side of the ball? We know that the defense has been doing great.
The multiple weapons. And, I mean, we talked about it, you and I, before the game, and we've made mention of it, but Trey Campbell.
Yep.
They have Greenaway and they have Borden, and they have a bunch of great receivers in Murphy. And they've got the receiver in Murphy. Lindo Brow is who I was looking for there. But this offense, when you have Trey Campbell, what he's able to do, he was invisible in the first half, and they scored 10 points. He comes in the second half, and now they're up to 35.
I completely agree with you. It was as soon as Campbell found his game is when their offense started to click. It started to really take over.
And Borden looked very good. Greenaway looked very good.
Yep.
Murphy looked very good. And then Lindo Brow, again, looked very good. And I'm missing other receivers who have played very well today. But when Campbell got going and they could open it up, Huskers weren't able to stop them.
No.
And they tried, but then when they're getting so many opportunities, eventually they're going to get through. And right now Theobald's got that ball. He's going to look for an opportunity in the air right now. He's got it. Looks like he's going to get attacked. He gets away from the tackle. He's going to grind up the field. He's got some space. Great job by Theobald. He's got a lot of room on the sidelines. Here he goes. He's at the 40. He's going to be taken out at the 30-yard line. What a run by the backup QB, Cole Theobald.
I mean, Theobald's came in. His first play was a rush, and he hasn't ran it since then, but you can tell that this guy knows how to run the ball.
There's a flag in the backfield.
I almost don't want this to be called back. That was such a nice run.
It was such a nice play. This would not be fun, and it is.
It looks like it's on the offense.
Ball's coming back, and what a great – it's a holding call. Holding call on Enns Horvath. So good for the Huskers, but as a football fan, I mean, that was a beautiful run.
We can watch that on the scoreboard and say, hey, that was a real nice play. End of the day, it's a 10-yard loss.
It's a 10-yard loss indeed. So it's going to be 1st and 20 on their 27. 2:45 remains in this game, almost a 2-minute warning of the end of the game. 42-10.
Penalties have not played a huge factor today, have they?
No.
There's been a couple big ones, but end of the day, it's been really just quality of play.
Yeah, and what you've seen. And I would like to pick one star, but I have to go to the defense of the Rebels. That's the turning point in this game. The fact that they were able to go first quarter, saw what the Huskers were doing, change it up on the fly. Huskers haven't got a touchdown since.
Blitz, blitz, blitz.
And that's been the style that's worked against this Huskers offense. So Huskers know what they have to work on, avoiding the blitz. And that goes back to their offensive line, which you and I have talked about. Theobald with the snap. It's 1st and 20. He's going to run it again. Why not? He just had a great run. He's got another great run again. Here he goes. He just got a first down. He made it to the 50.
He lost all the yards in the penalty, and then he's like, nah, I want to get those yards back.
He wants that run to go on his stat sheet, and
yeah,
he just
he's
did.
Definitely stat padding right now.
Oh, man, I love it. Theobald, what a great run by him, and that's
Wow,
a first
yeah.
down. He just got 20 yards, just like that.
He looked undefendable on back-to-back plays. Why not just run it again with him?
Are you sure he's a quarterback? Are we sure he's a quarterback, or is he just a second running back?
Or is he Sonic the Hedgehog?
Sonic the Hedgehog. Super speed right now. 2:18 clock is running down. Cole Theobald behind center right now. He's going to give that ball off here to number 35, and he's going to try and bust his way up, but he can't. Gets stuffed very quickly, so Horvath gets shut down on his running attempt, and we're going to go to second 9, second 10.
Yeah, number 90 there, Kabongo, a little slow to get up, but it looks like he should stay on.
So second and 8 with 2:10 on the clock. Clock has started up again. They're at the halfway point of the field.
Exactly the halfway point. Yep.
Right at that line as the clock goes down. We're past the 2-minute mark in this quarter. They're going to wait for Theobald. Calls for the ball. Here he comes.
Man,
And
player
he's gonna
looked
get,
offside there.
he's going to get sacked. That's number 20. Tyler McStravick with the sack. It's his second of the game.
McStravick with 2 sacks today.
Making the play, 3rd and 8.
And McStravick entered the game as the team's leading sacker with 3. 2 sacks today means he's up to 5 sacks in the season.
Good for him. And 3rd and 14, we're going to see a punt from Kyle Clark with his sideways style, no less.
Yep, he's almost certainly going to do that wonky side
And
kick.
that's the way he kicks. That's how he does it.
That's
got
just his way. You'd think that would be easier to block, right?
You would think, but Fidak, oh, that was a poor one right here. He's going to have to try and figure out a way to get it out. He does. It
It's
gets
blocked.
blocked. And he dives on the ball. It squirts out, and that will be picked up here by the Huskers.
And I was picking on the Huskers special teams early in the game, and now they've come up with 2 massive plays in the second half. Field goal block, now a punt block.
They're just blocking everything, right? And we just talked about how you think it would be easier to block, and Kyle Clark has a poor snap, and it gets
that one
blocked.
had more to do with the snap than the punt, but
I think it's a broadcast curse. I think we said it, and then it happened.
whoa.
Whoa.
You really think so?
I really do. Superstitions run wild in sports. They're all over, and I'm going to keep a hold on this one. As we see the offense come up here, it's under center, still Nika. They're going to roll with him for the rest of this game, most likely. 1:33 remaining on the clock, and they've got great field position. With the snap, he's alone. He's going to have pressure on him. He's going to throw that ball away, and that's what you have to do when you're getting blitzed like that. You never want to, but it's the smart play to do.
Was he throwing it away or trying to throw it to a receiver and they just cross signals? Hard to know there. But
Hard to know, but he didn't get sacked. That's the big key, right? They're
is
on
that the key? Not getting sacked is
Not-
only half the battle. Then you got to complete a pass.
You got to
and
complete
right
the
now,
pass,
They
but
don't look close to it.
don't look close. But when you're getting pressured like that and there's no receivers open,
Yep.
I'd rather take the sack than a 2nd and 20. As the ball is still on the Rebels' 27, you're still in field goal range. Maybe put some more points on the board.
Yeah, I mean, you go for it.
Here's Nika. He's going to get pushed again. He's going to try and throw that ball up. Looks like he's got a man, and that's going to be
Nice catch.
pulled in.
I think he got it, yep.
Yes, he did. Great catch there by number 83, Nathan Stokes.
And Stokes had a costly drop in the 3rd quarter, but that's a big, big catch here for a first down.
Way to pull that one in, and just over a minute remaining in the game. Maybe they're looking at a score, looking at their 2nd touchdown, 1 per half.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's get a touchdown.
So Nika looking right over right now. The ball is on the 13-yard line of the Rebels. They're in the red zone. Last time they were in the red zone, they were able to get points. They were able to convert. So the Huskers got that going for them.
The Huskers have a long end zone to play with, too. Canadian end zone.
Here's Nika. Nika's going to get pressured. He fires the man over in the slot, and it's a touchdown as that is caught by DeAndre O'Connor, and the Huskers have put some more points on the board. It's 42-16.
O'Connor's first catch of the game, and it's for a touchdown for the Huskers.
And, yeah, celebrate. There you go, as it gets some points on the board. Now only a 4-possession game. with a minute 15 to go.
Man. Way to go. That's a great touchdown throw to O'Connor.
How was it? It was a good throw, too. And that was what, when you have an offensive line that can make those blocks, you give your quarterbacks time, they can start to find those receivers. Great route by O'Connor. Nika put a good throw right into his hands. And we've got a major.
Yep.
And so we're looking at a kick here from Holman.
I mean, the special teams has forced 2 big blocks, and it's led to 10 points here in the second.
There you go.
In the fourth quarter.
Okay, I want to see a kick. Holman just kick the extra point. You know, with everything that's happened, you don't know what'll happen. But I really hope they just go for the extra point.
Here?
No,
yeah,
they're gonna go for the 2-point, right? No,
yeah, they might just punt it.
They might just punt it, and they're gonna. Oh, there's a penalty on the play. 5-yard penalty as they call the timeout.
So with 1:15 to go, I think it's safe to say Huskers are going to be looking for their first win of the season next week, and that'll be the last game of the season as well. So it'll be interesting to see if they can make it happen. I think there's been some definite bright spots here tonight.
Yeah, there have been a lot of definite bright spots. I mean, the play of the defense and the passion that they showed at the beginning of this game, the unity of this team doesn't look like a team that went 0-8 throughout the year.
It doesn't look like a team that's given up at all. It really looks like a team that's still fighting 100%.
So they will try and fight for their last week of the season, try and move forward, hopefully have a good next year. You know, you hope the coach comes back and they can really start to reinvent and create that culture. And that's a little snap right there as we see the extra kick attempt go through. It is 42-17.
I mean, this is a young Valley team. There's a lot of young players who are learning and growing and getting better as time goes on. And it's that type of player that returns next year, and we could see a much different team next year.
And then they lead. You don't ever like being a part of these types of teams, but if you have your group of guys and you guys are good friends, you grow together, you get close together, and your talent goes up. And then when your talent and chemistry is up, that's how championship caliber teams are made. If they can push themselves in the off season, just go out, enjoy your school, enjoy living life, and go and train. They'll come back, they'll be happy, they'll have that motivation to do strong and to produce a better season next year.
Yeah, you definitely got to hope that a lot of these players return and can keep that chemistry.
Another person you want to hope to return is the coach, who we've heard marvelous things, talking to a lot of fans and other camera people as well, that he's got a good resume. He came in, he's really instilled some culture, he's instilled some passion with this team. And as we see what we think is a kickoff coming.
Could this be another onside?
Why not? With a minute left,
well, they
why
took
not?
a timeout.
Well, I see Danny Harris. So if Danny Harris is there, anything is possible.
New head coach Bob Rice is the guy that we've been talking about. And if he sticks around for another year and keeps a lot of these players, I think we could see a much better Valley Huskers next year. Especially with the bright spots that they've shown. I think they definitely need some work on the offensive line. I think other than that, this is a team with a lot of potential.
And they're going to try and move that potential. And, of course, the coach is talking it over with the special teams unit right now, which, we've given them a lot of criticism over their trick plays. What, they've made over like half of them?
Yeah.
They've made over like half of them. Like
that's actually very true.
We think about it as like, why are they doing this? Why do they keep doing this? And then they work.
If you factor in the onside kicks, I think, yes, they've probably made a good chunk of their trick plays.
Now, you see this setup right here. It looks like there's something going on. Oh, and there's a whistle on the play.
I'm not really sure what the whistle was for.
I don't think the whistle blew before they were going to kick it. There's the whistle right now. They're going to try again. Well, the coaches, they're trying to call it. They think it's an onside kick coming, and that's exactly what it is. And it goes through the line. It's going to be picked up here by the Rebels. The Rebels are going to pick this one up, and here goes number 13 along the far side right now. He looks like he's got some space. And he gets taken down there. Good tackle by number 17. That was Holman, the kicker, with the tackle onto number 13, Sheriff.
Yep.
And so 1:07 remains on the clock. 1st and 10 for the Rebels.
Onside did not work out that time, but, I mean.
They're 2 for 3 on the day. Can you blame them?
The first two were really well kicked. That one was a little bit more driven towards the returners, so a little bit harder to recover that one. But, I mean, the kicker's really shown a lot of talent on the onside kick.
Well, the special teams unit has. They've really been able to execute that. I think that was Holman's first. The other two have been kicked by Danny Harris.
If that's true, then Danny Harris has got a real wicked onside kick.
And there we go. I see a rushing play right there from number 29. Oh, he just took a tackle right that stopped him there, and that is Bodger with the run.
Yeah, that was a bunch of big hits there. Wouldn't be surprised to see a couple bruises tomorrow.
Oh, they got to ice themselves off and go for a nice little hot bath.
Hot bath?
Hot bath.
Hot bath after the game?
Hot bath after the game.
Yeah.
And it's a cold day out. You know, you'll enjoy it. Maybe go into a hot tub.
I might even have a hot bath, Cole.
Yeah,
I didn't even play in this game.
You didn't even play in this game. You might have to do that. I mean, enjoying fall weather. 50 seconds remaining on the clock, and they're going to give it back off to Bodger. Bodger's going to get a couple good moves here. He dodges a couple of tackles and gets taken down. So that will get him the first. And clock is stopped for the moment. They're going to keep it going right there, and they're going to get ready for another play. And we haven't seen a touch. The Huskers have scored more touchdowns with their offense than the Westshore Rebels have in the second half. Just an FYI.
Yeah, that is true.
And as we say that, massive stuff in the backfield there by Dietrich on Bodger to put it down to a 2nd and long.
The bright spot players for Valley Huskers tonight, I've got to say Dietrich and Kabongo. The D-line has been very active. Obviously, Trey Campbell's gotten loose for some big runs. I don't think you can really stop that. But when Kabongo and Dietrich have made some big plays, and they've sacked the quarterback, they've forced fumbles. So I've been impressed with them.
With 10 seconds to go in the half, this looks like it'll be the last play of the game right here. Cole Theobald looking it over. He's going to take the snap. There's 5 seconds to go. He's going to try a QB sneak. Why not? Finish it off with a run as he gets taken down. There's a flag on the field, but time is off the clock right now. And
I think that should do it.
Should do it. We'll wait for the official announcement. Referees are blowing it down. Of course, when that is done, we will move forward.
So Valley is going to fall to 0-9 on the season, but they still have 1 game left on the calendar to try to look for their first win. That'll be next weekend. And it'll be another home game.
It'll be another home game, so you can check out the broadcast here at Exhibition Field at Prospera Center at Chilliwack if you want to come and watch the game live, or at bcfctv.com, which is powered by RE/MAX.
Thank you, RE/MAX.
Thank you, RE/MAX. Hashtag thank you, RE/MAX. And with the score, it looks like we're going to see one more play off of the flag. So they're just going to go for some.
How would you feel about a touchdown on this play?
You know what?
I don't like that.
They're going to go for it. They're going to go for it right now. They're going to give it off to the running back, and he's going to try and get down, but he gets stopped, and that will end the football game with a tackle by number 55, Tristan Fournier. And Lucas, what can we say? It was a 42-17 game. The team that came into this one 7-1, put on a clinic with their defense. Westshore Rebels are winning this one, but
Westshore Rebels, really, really good team. They've got a couple star players, and their star players played like star players tonight.
And just before we say off, we've talked about everything, but one more thing for this Huskers team as they move towards their final game next week.
I think just keep on showing that passion. You know, this is a young team that needs to realize that this isn't their year, but with 1 game to go, keep showing that passion. Maybe get your first win of the season and move into some positives for next year.
All right, as the players go for handshakes, that will be it for the broadcast. I have been Cole Martin, your play-by-play guy. I've been greatly appreciating the color commentary of Mr. Lucas Christopher.
Thank you.
And we will hopefully you come back and join the broadcast next week. And with that, have a great rest of your day.